You are here with us tonight for a Friday night football game. Tonight, the DeKalb High School Barons take on the Angola Hornets, and we are thrilled, as you can see, as we look around the stadium a little bit. It is packed around here, but we are screaming into our own gyms. You can see an empty stands over there, and that empty stands right now is obviously under construction, and trying to get a lot done right there. But hopefully, we're hoping homecoming, the new stands are done. So tonight, the visitors and the home team are sitting on the side. Hey, with me tonight, I'm Jed Friels, bringing you the BTV signal. Along with me tonight also is Mr. Baker. Mr. Baker, how are you tonight?
Hey, I'm great. It's just another great year of Baron football. So really excited to get that back to get back at it and watch some football.
Yeah, we are thrilled to be bringing you Baron football. We're going to give it our best shot. We are from the press box tonight, trying to do the best we can. Everything's under construction, so we are even running some different kind of TV signals to try to get you the best we can. Also joining us tonight, one of our student broadcasters, Tucker Brown. Tucker, how are you tonight?
Good, Mr. Friels. I'm always excited to be here for the football games. Definitely one of the better feelings in life. Just listen to everybody get excited and be happy.
Well, appreciate what our student body does. You guys do a great job at BTV, Tucker, and I appreciate all of our student leadership. One of our engineers tonight, Wyatt Nepper, joining us, coming off of a great tennis week. Congratulations, Wyatt. Undefeated on the season so far. Really appreciate that. And also Gavin Hort on camera tonight. So we're going to try to continue to bring you some great shots tonight. It is going to be different, as you see in front of us. The Baron now is down on the other end. We've also got the Hornets right in front of us like they're the home team. So really, really a different feel tonight as you walk into the stadium. How does that feel to you, Mr. Baker? It's a change, isn't it?
Yeah, looking over there, seeing the red over there is definitely a big change. And then, it's going to be weird looking across and seeing the Barons. It's going to be almost like we're doing an away game tonight.
Yeah, I think it is going to really, really be different tonight. So, hey, we'll just give it our best shot and see what happens tonight. I'm going to turn it over to you and Tuck for a little bit to tell us a little bit about what you're thinking for the game tonight.
All right, so tonight, Tucker, I'm looking at tonight's game. We look at what we happened last year, DeKalb versus Angola. DeKalb came away with the victory. I'm thinking we're going to have the same thing tonight. Both teams are very good. But I think, DeKalb has that edge and it being a home game, so I'm going to go with the Barons tonight. What do you think, Tucker?
Yeah, me too. I'm definitely thinking the Barons just because, as you can see, we do have a massive section filled with just fans coming to watch and scream out their name. And that is also for Angola, too. You might not see them on the cameras right now, but they are out there. But, like you said, it being a home game, you got more Barons here than you probably do people from Angola. So, I mean, just that mentality, that vibe that the fans bring for the players is really going to push them to, try their hardest just to put on a good show for us.
Yeah, and we're going to see something new with the student section over there. As we see the student section possibly coming up on camera, depending on what camera we've up. Student section over there is ready to go. For the first time ever, student sections are on the track, which is something you do not see very often. But, like we said, under construction, we have to be adaptable and we're making some things happen. So student section on the track. We got people standing in standing room only. We got the bleachers split in half with Angola and DeKalb. And we have lawn chairs for the first time ever over on the Baron practice field.
Yeah. Now, Mr. Baker, you want to give the audience a little insight on why our student section is wearing all white tonight?
Well, it is a whiteout night for the Barons. So that is one of the themes that was, put together from our student leaders. We had Colton Schooley and Miles Dobson ready to get everything going over there for the student section.
Yeah, I always love to see Schooley out there. He is definitely one of the top competitors for most school spirit, I would say. He's always out there screaming at them, pushing them forward.
Yeah, so I know he missed flag football practice tonight because he was getting ready for the student section. So I don't, as a coach, I don't 100% like that. But, it's all in the name of school spirit, right?
Yeah.
So, and we are going to take you over to the student section. Let's look at that. We got the camera on them right now. All right, there we go. There is the Baron student section. There is Schooley. Looks like he is fully painted. Short shoes and paint is what we're wearing. That's what we got on over there. So that is why Schoolie missed flag football practice. Good to know.
Good to know it was at least worth it.
You know, yeah, it's all in the name of school spirit. So that is going to be one fun student section tonight. Speaking of fun and students, we do have the DeKalb Baron Band coming to the field, the Baron Brigade.
Always love to listen to them play. I mean, I can hear them working hard every day in the school, and so I just know that it's going to be a good performance for us tonight.
Yep, it's going to be a fun performance tonight. Christopher Admission getting the band ready to get out there. You know, this is this their first live performance in front of fans here at DeKalb?
I don't think so. I know that they had a hog roast, I think, last week where they performed their competition show in front of people and had a lot of good food. I was not able to go to that. Sadly, I was busy, but, you know, I'm just glad I get to see them now.
Yeah.
And it looks like we're going to take us over to the band and get ready to listen to them play.
Alrighty.
The band's going to come on. We're going to get the Can you get to the flag?
All fans to please stand. The playing of DeKalb High School. School song.
Yeah, just get the You're on TV, so make sure you follow. And it's complicated. That's why somebody like me would be the booth director. And if we have a sense of, I just say, you gotta pick up the bayonet, why switch the shot to, you know, Tucker, please talk about it, and we can talk like that. We normally don't ask people to rise until the band is one. I gotta find my wife, and I gotta get her something. I'm gonna be in trouble.
Okay, as we see him up there, I think we're getting ready to rise for the national anthem. There's the word. Sorry, guys. I blanked there for a second, but.
Is everybody good? Guys, I'm going to be right back. Are you guys good? Nice. Get that. Nice. That's good. But you can see where you're at there. Let's do this. You two, try to move this way. I'm going to pick this up and move out.
Another great performance from the band and the cheerleaders working hard down there. And here we go now for the national anthem.
Is that okay? I'm going to stay. Concession stand. You need water? Water? You need water for the concession stand? Water? Okay. Candy? Just water. Okay. I'm going to have your wife start a tab. Is she still in charge on that? I'm going to have her start a tab and I'll have Nancy make a transfer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay.
Good job of the man there. So, Mr. Baker, I know it's been about a week since we were here last with our skirmish. I think if I had to say, I think I'm most excited to see how much the defense has improved since last week, since I know we said a couple things about them having a great opportunity to improve throughout the season.
Yeah, you know, last week our offense looked phenomenal, so that really kind of brought out the defense and allowed us to see what we needed to improve on. That's something tonight, you know, if your offense comes out to a really good start and your offense scores a lot, your defense will spend more time on the field, because the quicker you score, the quicker your defense gets back out there. So definitely seeing what the defense has improved on. Improving it's the running game. The running game is what Eastside really mostly scored on us with last week. Our pass defense looked very good. So definitely seeing how they improve the run game, defense, and you know, I know they've been working all week, working really hard to make that happen. All right, we do have Mr. Brightside playing in the background.
Very good song choice.
It is, you know, that is a staple for football games all over the national landscape. So definitely following suit with that song. But yeah, so we see the officials making their way out to midfield. The chain gang is out there. That is Ray Pence and Justin Lees, and then Fred Hicks following up with the down marker. So for those of you who don't know, that is high school math teacher, Waterloo firefighter, and the virtual academy / choice academy, basically leader, teacher. I don't know exactly the title they gave, but does a great job with the virtual academy and the choice academy.
Yep. Had him for geometry last year. Very nice guy, very good teacher, very wise.
And, you know, we have a lot of those here at DeKalb. Lots of good teachers here at DeKalb, and lots of great teachers as well. So definitely the place to go if you want a solid education. You want some good facilities around you. I mean, we're getting all this new, wonderful stuff. So
yeah, not just say good education. I mean, I would say, if I were smart enough, I would be smart enough to say that the teachers kind of shape the way that the Barron Nation acts with each other and just all around it activities. I mean, if you got nice teachers and nice just people, you know, you're just going to have a better time overall, especially no matter where you're coming from. If you're coming from Angola, if you're coming from DeKalb, just all over.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we get a lot of students transfer into DeKalb. We welcome all, and it's just, like you said, it's a great atmosphere to be in. Teachers are all respectful and nice. Most of your students really love being there, and it's just a great time overall. And then this is the official mark of Coach Ryan Robertson's first official game as a Baron. Last week being the scrimmage game doesn't really count, but Ryan Robertson, Pat McMullen, Matt Bryan, Travis Gaff, Denton Gamble, Pete Kemp, Ty Lawson, Andrew McCormick, Tyler Pomeroy, John Stevenson, Travis Foster, Adam Friedel, Rick Hewlett, Troy Lefebvre, Dave Schlemmer, Sean Wilson, Josh Collins, Braden Shuey, Lynn Schlemmer, Heather Krebs, Mike Jackson, Rick Williams, Adam Narwold, and Steve Teeters, Marcus Wagner, Reef Gilg, Andrew Bigelow, Chris Riker, and Austin Irvin, all bringing you this game tonight. That was the coaching staff mixed with the administration as it slides down. So it takes a lot of people to put this game on tonight. Yeah, and of course, us here in the box.
And, you know, for his first game, and I'm excited to see the powwow that he brings, especially knowing what he needed to work on last week. But I'm just excited to see, you know, just exactly what the Barons want to do to define their new coach.
Yeah, and I think, you know, coming out, getting the win is a big, you know, that's the best way to do it, honestly. Come out and get a win. Best way to best way to start it off. However, we'll say a nice shout out to Caitlin Strobe, who is the new varsity cheerleading coach. She took over this week, fellow teacher at Country Meadow. So she took over this week, got everything put together for tonight, and we should see a good showing from all the Barons out there. And there's Angola getting ready to take the field. Over to the south side, we have the Baron Tunnel that is up and ready to go. So here come the Hornets to take the field.
Yeah, not only with the Barons, it's always exciting to see the opposing team coming out here with as much energy as they do, especially with Angola tonight. I mean, you can just see how excited they are for this game.
Oh, yeah.
How antsy they are to just, get out there and play some football.
Yep, and there it is, the Baron Tunnel, lined from the Baron Brigade, and it is almost time to see the Barons.
Welcome to the field, your 2025 DeKalb Barons.
And here we go. Start of another great football season for DeKalb High School.
Oh, and all right.
Got fireworks, flags, and football alike. What could be better?
What a great sight to see. This is a new song that the Barons are running out to this year. With some good throwback music for the Barons to run out to.
And here come the cheerleaders as well. They start cheering again.
Oh yeah, and it's a nice about 78 degrees out there for anyone who's watching from home. It is very sunny as we are looking right into it, hopefully for the last time. Hopefully next time we come to you, we're on the opposite side and coming from the shade. But there we go. Both teams are ready to go, locking hands, getting ready to send captains out to midfield for the opening coin toss here of the 2025 season.
Shots, and if you get one saved, zooming in on, we'll talk about it.
So looking at Angola, looking at returning players, Dallas Davidson, Tyler Ruppel, Hall Castleman, and so those were their main players. Tight end Thomas, wherever he disappeared to on this roster that I was looking at. Yep, Alex Thomas, there he is. Disappeared. I don't know how I oversaw it, but some main returners for the Angola Hornets from last year. And then, DeKalb basically returning the majority of their skill players. New quarterback, Eli McCormick tonight for the Barons in his first season as the official starter. So glad to see, get Eli climb up the ranks and make it to starter. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, this is a coin toss. You send your captains out. The Barons are deferring, and Angola will receive. All right, so Angola gets the ball first. DeKalb will kick off to Angola, but that means at the second half kickoff, the Hornets have to kick off to the Barons.
That is the shot. That's good. Okay. And I changed the tripod just a little bit, so you could use that, can't you? Yep. Grab it. And you can use it.
All right. It's nice to see when there are more Baron fans in the student section than there are seats. So that's nice to see. Good to see.
Look at the scoreboard, give you a lag time. Yeah, once again, we are so glad you're with us. Jed Friels here. I'm back. Baker, hey, sorry about that. I had to step out a little bit and make sure we had some things up top, okay? You know, Baker, one thing I can tell you, I am glad this is going to be one of our last few games where we got to look into the sun.
Yeah.
I did get some bad news the other day as far as, like, I don't know that the press box is going to be ready for us this year. So the bad news is the fans might get to move, but we might be here the rest of the year, Baker.
You know, I don't like that bad news.
I know. But as fast as everything is moving and we love it, unfortunately the internet connections and all of those types of things got to be secure. And that's going to take a little time. So we're hopeful. We're going to get the stands moved for sure, and all the fans will have a great place to sit. But we might be looking into the sun for a little bit longer, boys.
Well, you know, by the time, you know, the East Noble game, so that's our next home game, the press box being up there might give us some shield. From
give a little bit more shade. And there we go. It's up, and it's down. Angola does receive. Oh, hey, he drops it.
Yeah, fumbled at the 6, but he's
That's
going to pick it up. And
Wow,
what a
take
start
it down
for
all
the
the way
Barons.
over there. Good start for the Barons.
And that was actually Angola starting quarterback Hawk Hasselman. So not often you see a quarterback returning kicks.
No, you know, I'll tell you what, it was a high kick, and he took his eye off it to find out where the rusher was, okay? And the minute he took his eye off it, he just lost sight of it for a split second and dropped it. So, but like you said, he is the starting quarterback, so he didn't have too much time recovering. It just didn't have time to run. Well, the Hornets are going to start from deep in the red zone. They're going to be on the 10-yard line trying to kick it back out and get themselves some room to work.
Ooh, and actually, we're going to see a different quarterback, Brady Rabbis.
Yeah, they have switched somebody else in, so, you know, personnel does change. And they're back. He's around the outside. He picks up how many, Tuck? Looks like he picked up 2 yards. Going to be 8 to go.
Makes it 2nd down and 8 to go. And actually, so fun fact for fans that watched last year, so starting quarterback Hawk Hasselman is actually lined up as the halfback to start the game. So interesting to see the last year starting quarterback move to halfback.
You know, it's always interesting as you move personnel around and try to get them into slots. The Barons have done the same thing. Then I can be interested to see what's happening. He's up the middle. He gets up a little yardage, but it's not going to be enough for a first down. Looks like it's going to be 3rd down, and where will they mark it? You know, the other thing that I am really going to have to get used to, Baker, is the chains are on this side.
Yes.
I've looked up 3 times now to find the chain gang, and I couldn't find them on the other side. So it looks like it's 3rd and 3 about. On the scoreboard, they got 3rd and 3.
Yeah, it's actually a little nicer because we're not looking across the field into the sun. We just get to look down, so that's positive. All right, and Ravis is going to roll out and gets that pass off, completed. All right, 1st down pass to Dallas Davidson. So Ravis to Davidson for a 1st down. It's going to make it 1st down, 10 to go here in the 1st quarter, still tied at 0.
Well, a stop there would have been great, but obviously it gets marked. They pick up the 1st down. Not necessarily what the Barons needed here. Hornets back out to the 20-yard line, probably where they should have started tonight. It's up the middle again, and he's got room.
That was Hasselman again.
You know, they've relied on him a lot, and there's reasons, right, Baker? I mean, he can move the football. He sees the slots well. He knows where he's moving to. He does a really nice job of picking up yards just like that.
Looks like we're going to 2nd down, 6 to go.
2nd down, 6 to go. Thank you, Tuck. You know, again, they're just picking up 4 yards at a time. You know, Tucker, that's what they're all about, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all about making that short movement over time. As long as they can just make their way across the field, you know, it'll all end up working out in the end.
Yeah, other than the fumble at the beginning of the game here, I would say that Angola has played a pretty good game, and they're probably like what they're seeing so far. They're going to put it into the air to the outside.
Oh, that's
and he's going to get through and make it to the 1st down.
Barron struggled on coverage there. They moved coverage to the outside. Hasselman picks it up after the reception. Big shout out to all of our sponsors. Obviously, Culver's, want to thank them for supporting. Health Markets, want to make sure that they are huge. Kevin McIntyre. Also want to thank Nike for sponsoring the Barons tonight. Another great sponsor. OPS, another one of those sponsors that does a great job. And also want to thank Auburn Essential Services for doing everything that they can to provide all of the opportunities they do for all of us here at Baron Athletics.
There's going to be Hasselman again, running to the outside, but the Barons have that sniffed out if they can take him down.
And he's going to get taken down right there.
That'll be the first play of the game that the Barons have got negative yardage on Angola. So nice job right there for the Barons, making a nice stop. Hornets have come out after a real fumble, have went 1st and 10, 1st and 10. Thank goodness the Barons pick him up there, and it's going to be 2nd and 14.
So 2nd and very long to go.
Dead air time is our worst enemy.
Hasselman tackled for another loss. Oh, no,
He's going to be taken down on the same line.
Tell you, and that's what we wanted, Tucker. I'm with you. You know, anytime that the line of scrimmage has been marked back for a loss and we're not letting them pass it, now that's what Coach Robertson wanted to see.
Yeah, that's going to be 3rd down, still 14 yards to go.
Big play here, Baker. What do they
down
do?
To 13 yards.
Well, you know, if you're Angola, you're looking at throw. I would not be shocked to see a halfback pass here with Hasselman. You know, you have that halfback who's been your quarterback for 3 years now.
Definitely has the ability.
Well, I guess they're not going to do
He's
that.
going to roll out right, though.
Number 15, he's going to get wide.
He is not going to get that first down even close. Couldn't get a receiver open. Good coverage on the Barons downfield.
Yeah, that's going to bring out an Angola punt.
Looks like that's going to take it to the 4th down with, I'd say about.
Looks like about 12. So they are going to make sure they punt it out of the way here. One thing Angola did do well there, I will say, is they picked up some field coverage so they're not punting from the red zone. You know, the Barons would have been on the 50-yard line if Angola wouldn't have worked that 30 yards out of there. And instead here, you know, the Barons are going to pick it up somewhere deep in their territory. We'll see what the run back looks like. But the Hornets did gain themselves some working ground.
Yeah, this is a Baron team we saw come out last year and finish 4-6 overall. But they did, looking back at this game, have a 31-21 win over these Angola Hornets.
Yeah, and that was a great game. If we remember back, that went back and forth, and then we had to eke out that win up there. But it was a great start to the season. A lot of good things last season. You know, Baker, I agree. They lost some games that were close. You know, they could have been in. It was more like a 500 season instead of a 4-6 season. But you look at tonight, you know, there's some renewed energy on the sideline anytime you have a change. You know, we had good things happening last year, got more good things happening this year. It's just a change. And so, you know, you hope you can capitalize on that and take that momentum into the end zone tonight.
Yeah, and I definitely feel like this is a Baron team that, you know, we may see them get to that, I believe it was that 8-win season we saw back when Coach Kemp was still the coach. That was, you know, the best Baron season in recent memory, but this is a team that can definitely do that.
Okay, with Angola back on the field, 4th down, 12 to go.
Almost blocks that punt.
They're going to let it bounce, and the Barons are not going to touch it. And it is going to roll to the 19, and the Barons are going to have to start from the red zone. Barely, but they're going to be there. And we'll see what happens with the offensive look here tonight. Everybody's been anticipating what Coach Robertson and his staff are going to do here. And if you've been out to practice at all, man, they've been running a lot of different options and combinations. So it's going to be great to see what we send out on the field. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm thinking we're going to see a lot of passing tonight for the Barons. Lots of passing and wait for them to really empty out the box, if you will, get those linebackers spread out in pass pro, and then you start running the ball once you get those open lanes. There's McCormick, and he does pass his first play.
And he's going to run with it, get wide. He's going to pass it.
So close there for an Angola almost interception. That would have been a knife the Barons did not need this earlier in the game. That's tough. But let's take a look at the facts there. That's McCormick's first pass under pressure on an opponent right now other than the scrimmage. And so without a doubt, there was some pressure right there. The Angola defender steps in front of it and almost picks it off there. So that's a wake-up call.
Yeah.
That's just a wake-up call saying, all right, these guys are coming fast. There you go. See, he got it off much quicker that time.
Second down, and he's going to make it.
Noah Spears, that's going to be good for a first.
Really nice. I like the quickness of that. So much better. It's exactly what we were talking about.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. You don't want your quarterback running around a lot. So definitely get those quick throws in. Great job for the DeKalb Baron coaches getting the, saying let's settle down, get some quick throws. Then you can slowly start to go to the deep passes.
Yeah, and it's out of the gate. You just got up the middle.
Brady Collier, big run.
Beautiful color carry by Color. Wearing the #1 jersey again this year, voted on by his teammates last year.
That's going to be second down, 3 to go. To make it to the first down for the Barons.
Color picked up a couple yards on the dive. I'm saying that's just great extra effort.
Oh, somebody moved.
Yellow flag on the play.
False start. That's going to be a first down.
Yeah.
Or not false. Offside, sorry.
Barely drew him off, but boy, he almost got stopped. But man, there they go. All right, well, that's what we call a
first down.
A freebie on the call, right? That's just a good cadence. And they get him off sides, and it's first down. The Barons are on the 44-yard line.
He's going to rush through the middle.
Up the middle, Color again, great second effort there. Gets the block, but fights through the first block. Gets to the second one on the second effort and makes it out to almost a 50. Going to be second down and 4.
And 6 to go, Mr. Friels.
Well, look at the marker, though, Tuck. That's what I was telling you earlier. You see how there's 6 yards to the left right now, and there's only 4 to the right? So whether the guys on the scoreboard get it right or not, it's right in front of us. So you look at the 2, and there's definitely 6 yards to the left and 4 to the right. So here we go. What? We're calling these back. It is a long pass. Picks it up, but not going to be quite enough to get out there to the 46-yard line. It's going to be third down and what, Tuck?
That looks like it's going to be third down and about 1 to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Xavier Bell on the catch. He is the premier target for the Barons this season.
1, 2, 3, 4. So look at the 3. It's 1 hash mark away. So that's what I was looking at. It was 6 hash marks away. You see what I'm saying? Barons need to pick the first down up here. It's up the middle again, and he's got it. I tell you what, he is up the middle. He's going to get the first down. And the Barons are in Hornet territory for the first time tonight on this particular drive.
Always good to see that Baron aggression, especially through the play.
Well, I love the fact that they're going straight up the middle with Color a little bit. Ryan, that should open up the outsides, too. And it'll be interesting to see how Coach Robertson mixes play call up here as field begins to open up. McCormick under pressure. Oh, it's an interception.
That's Dallas Davidson, one of the star players coming back from Angola.
Well, it's exactly what we just talked about. Man, McCormick was under pressure. He saw the receiver, and that's all he saw. He threw, and he didn't see what was around his receiver. And boom, the Angola Hornet just stepped right in there. I mean, he was right in the lane. And that's just tough when you're under pressure. And I always say, it's not what I see I'm throwing to. It's what I have to throw through sometimes. And that is tough tonight when you're under pressure and all of a sudden the time that you've had during practice, you can tell me all day that it's the same, but it's not. You never are pressured in practice as much as you're pressured by an opponent. And it's going to be a great experience for him tonight.
See him go out there at the first down.
Nice job. That was Zeke Penrod out there getting his hands on the
second down, 10 to go still.
I love that. It looked like he was going up for a rebound,
Yeah. Yeah, that's, that going back to the interception, that was just, you see your receiver open, but what you don't see is because you're running, you don't see that safety coming right behind him that's going to jump right in front. So, that's just a play to learn from, and that's what we got these early season games for. These aren't conference games, so we can try some stuff out.
Well, a lot of good things happened on that drive, obviously. So if they can hold them here, we got a good first down coverage right there. Second down and 10 to go for the Hornets.
Oh, and there's going to be
a yellow flag on the play.
It's going to be on the Barons, I believe. Well, delay a game, I believe. Little too much time. Speaking of time, we got 5:22 to go here in the first quarter, 0-0. DeKalb Barons against the Hornets tonight. Barons are currently 2nd and 10 on the 48-yard line. Big shout out to Tasty Pizza. Another one of those, and I want to also thank Barron Athletics and our athletic director, Mr. Riker, doing a fantastic job to provide opportunities for all of our student athletes. Another big shout out to Ben Davis Ford. Also want to shout out all of the facilities crew that are doing a great job on the improvements that are happening.
Angola getting back on the field with the 2nd down.
We'll see a pass.
He's going to throw it,
oh,
and it's going to be
in and out of the hands of Thomas.
going down to the
Nice.
3rd down and 15 to go.
Nice break for the Barons there. You know, Austin Kirkpatrick got a little shove there after they dropped the ball.
Yeah, you know.
Glad we didn't get called on that. That was a little late.
Yeah, usually you get a step or two, but that might have been a tad late. But yeah, we're going to be glad that they kept the flag in their pocket.
Well, here we go. 3rd down and 15.
To go.
Barons can hold them here. It'll be the 2nd time they've shut down a Hornet drive tonight. He's back. He goes deep. He looks deep. It's quick. He looks again, and that is going to be a loss.
Yeah. So, hey, the Barron defense really coming out and is putting a stop to Angola. We saw they were a little shaky last week in the scrimmage, but this week they're coming out on fire.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's good to see that the coach, he saw what was lacking just a little bit, and he decided, you know what, we got this. We just need to improve on that a little bit, and you know what, now you can see what the benefits of the practices were.
Yeah, they're flying around, flying to the ball. That's what you always like to see.
Okay, we're going to go be on 4th down, 17 to go now for Angola, and he's going to go for the kick, and it's going to be blocked.
Wow.
That is a tremendous break for the Barons.
Tristan Blaker with the block.
You know, the snap was high. Punter had to jump to get it, put him behind on his cadence, on his steps. Barons had just a couple extra steps to get there, and boom. Gotta love that. That is the best offense the Barons could have so far in the game.
Yeah, and you know, for those of you who know Tristan Blaker, he's a very, very tall and lengthy person. So when he gets back there and gets his hands up, it's almost like you have a 7-footer in your face.
Well, here we go. 1st and 10 for the Barons. They're starting on the 26-yard line. And we got 4:30 to go, 4:32 to go here in the first period.
And it's going to get pushed back.
That probably is not what we were hoping for right out of the gate. Angola had the blitz on, don't you believe, Mr. Baker?
Yeah, that was the blitz, and this is a young offensive line. This was something, for whoever reads the area articles as far as the Friday night games, that was the one thing that was brought up, was this being a newer, younger offensive line, and just hoping we can give enough time to get our passes off. So
Barron's out there on the 2nd down and 20 to go.
Yeah, let's see what we got going forward.
First time the Hornets had blitzed all night. Barons weren't quite ready for it. Going to be another sack behind the yard line. Now it's going to be 3rd and a lot, we like to say, Tucker, when it's that far away. About 22 maybe. Okay, not looking good. 2nd and 22 for the Barons.
3rd and 22, Mr. Friels.
Thank you, Tuck. 3rd and 22.
Yeah, two negative plays in a row is really gonna throw your drive off, and But the nice thing is you are still in plus territory, so
no doubt
it is the option of going for it on 4th down if you don't pick it all up here. There's the snap.
He's going to pass it.
Oh, and just short.
Yeah, a little low.
That is one of the hardest routes to throw, that curl, because as a quarterback, you're supposed to anticipate the receiver. So if the route and the throw is not perfectly in sync, you're typically going to see that ball get a little low and skip in. Because His quarterback doesn't want to throw it too high, and if you throw it too high, you have a really good chance of getting intercepted. So your goal is to try to keep it down, and unfortunately, there was just a little too low.
Okay, looks like we're looking at 4th down and a lot to go.
So Drake Hall back to punt. All right, they got the snap off barely, almost played a game. Good punt, fielded.
Called a fair catch really late there, so our guy came in hot, but everybody okay right there. Looked like it's going to be all right. Well, I'll tell you what, 3:05 to go here in the game. It's 0-0. Barron's coming off a great blocked punt there, but just couldn't capitalize on it, and Angola's going to be right back where they started. You know, so far we've seen a nice defensive game tonight. You know, Tucker, you love to see defense, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, it's always good to see that, even in the end, we always have something to fall back on, even if we're not doing too good offensively. But, our defense is just really putting the work out there for us tonight, and it's really amazing to see how hard they're willing to work for us.
Well, Angola back.
Oh, a reverse to Davidson.
He's picking up yardage.
And he's going to keep going.
That was the first trick play we saw. They handed off to Hasselman, who handed off to Davidson, who came back.
Bringing over to the first down, what looks to be maybe the 40-yard line.
We definitely weren't ready for it. Then we had some missed tackles as guys were coming back through. We got some jersey, but we didn't get enough to get a takedown. And, man, he fought his way all the way up there. 1st and 10 Hornets now on the 36-yard line.
Get the Hornets up there for the first down.
This time
He's going to take it through, and he's just going to keep pushing. Oh.
Yeah, the Barron defense.
We're going to go to the second down and about, give or take, 5 yards to go.
Okay. Yeah, I thought I took it off.
Scratch that, 2 yards to go. A little off there, but that's all right.
Well, he's back now.
Angola up there for the second down, 2 to go.
Have you seen it on YouTube? Can you see it?
All right, Hasselman with the run.
And he's going to just kind of
And he
push
fumbles the ball. Are they going to? No, they're going to say he was down.
He's just going to kind of push his way through there. It's always nice to see that aggressiveness on the field. I mean, that's kind of what we come out here for. We just want to see them play as aggressively as they can. Angola with the third down, still 1 to go.
Stay on the phone. Hang on a minute. We got a call in here, guys. I just had to go and take Caden Hinkle calling in. Caden, how are you?
I'm good.
Caden, it's great to have you calling in to wish the Barons good luck. You're down at school right now.
He's going to make it to the first down.
I'm down in Indy.
Hey, Caden, we're thrilled to have you checking in, one of our great alumni. Want to make sure the Barons are off to a good start. So, Caden, keep up the great work at school, and thanks for calling in and checking on your Barons and supporting on them.
Thank you. Go Barons.
Hey, go Barons. Caden Hinkle, ladies and gentlemen.
First down, looks like we're going to be starting on the 49-yard line.
Always good to see the support of all of our alumni. He's an ex-BTV or two. Used to help us out in the studio, ran our podcast, did a lot for us. So, student athlete, now down there studying to be a doctor in the future.
Oh, there we go.
They're running wide. He's going to make it about halfway through.
Rolls off at about the 45. Look, it's going to be second down and about 3.
3 to go.
Yeah, this has really been a defensive game so far here in the first quarter.
There it is again.
All right, so they're gonna take some time here on that play clock. They're gonna be under 10 seconds by the time they get to the line. 7 to go. Get the ball off.
They're going to go 2 down, about 4 yards to go. Andy's going to make it for the first down and just keep going.
Yep, that's another first down.
even with it being a defensive game out here, it's never a bad thing. Just gets extra practice out there for the players for defense, and also just gives offense, get them ready to know what they're facing with the rest of the team. And it's always good to just, have them get their head back in the game if they need it.
Well, 1st and 10, not what the Barons wanted here. Only 15 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 0-0 ball game. Exactly what we thought it might be tonight. Both of these teams fairly even.
See if Angola brings the heat, and he's going to make it down about 2 yards, 2-3 yards. It's going to be second about 6 to go.
All right, that's going to end the first quarter. 0-0 is the score.
You can look at a hash here. Then you look at the hash where the ball stopped out there. That's why it's hash.
It's the end of the first quarter.
That's at those speakers right there.
Mr. Baker, with that being the end of the first quarter, what do you suppose we're looking at for this first game of the season?
Well, so far the defense has been great. Defense both sides has been fantastic.
Defense has been
we've seen
really
a blocked
hard.
pass, we've seen interceptions, blocked punt interceptions, stuff like that. So, yeah, we've seen a lot of defense, which is really the opposite of what I thought we would see. I thought we would see a lot of scores tonight. I was thinking we were going to see like a 35-28 game or something like that. I mean, we still could, as these offenses could get it together and bust it open here in the second half. Or, the second quarter.
I mean, if we take a look at the student section over here now, it still looks like they're excited. Still looks like they're just as cheerful as we are up here in the booth getting ready for the second quarter.
Yeah, and a big shout out to Zach Shutt. My buddy Zach Shutt just texted me, said he's listening from home. So thank you for joining in and listening tonight, Zach.
Shout out to Jack. So they're going to start Angola ball. Second down and 8 to go.
Nice stop by the Barons there. You just got to continue to give them minimal yardage. It doesn't have to be a sack every time. It's just got to be a stop on minimal yardage. And if we can do that, keep this game close, it's going to come down to the strongest team tonight.
Going to come down to Angola, third down and 8 to go.
Yep. Let's see if we see another one of those screens that Angola's tried a few times tonight. It's only really worked once, but sometimes all it takes is that one time of working.
Looks like we're getting ready for the play here.
And he is going to drop back for a pass,
And he's
but he's
gonna
under
run it.
pressure.
Lots of pressure, but he's going to roll out of the pocket, and he still goes long.
Ooh,
And pass is broken up.
All right. That's the first thing you look for when you see a play like that. You're like, all right, make sure there's no flags on the play, and we're good to go.
Great coverage by the Barons there. They got him flushed out, heavy into the pocket.
taking Angola to the fourth down and 8 to go still.
Well, this is always a tough situation because if you go for it and you don't make it, you give the Barons great field coverage. But if you punt it down, they're in the 20 anyway.
Yep.
It's tough. It's a little too far for a field goal. Most high school kids are not going to be able to hit that. Although there are some kickers out there that could punch that through right now. It's right there on the edge of what most of them are kicking.
It's about a 50. It'd be about a 50-yarder for him. That's doable. A couple shout-outs for some people listening at home.
Looks like we're going to go to Barron
Barron timeout.
ball now.
Barron timeout.
Rick and
timeout.
Carolyn Shaw watching at home, and then former BTVer Joey Hopper.
Gotta love that. Want a big shout out to Joey. And all of our alumni, thanks for tuning in tonight. And we always appreciate your feedback. We're built on the legacy of all of our alumni that have come before us. And I believe that everywhere. I'm standing around the booth tonight, and we've got alumni in almost every cubbyhole up here, including you, Mr. Baker. Thanks for being here tonight.
Oh, absolutely.
But when our alumni come back to support, you're doing something right. So we love it when we see that happen. So, yeah, thanks for tuning in and watching. We hope most of you are finding it on our new BTV channel on YouTube. We are discontinuing our operations on Your Community Network, our AES network. We are still a proud partner with AES, but we're switching it up. As all of us know, everything's changing out there in the way of TV land.
Oh, yeah.
Even my mom at 83 called me and said, I'm going to YouTube TV. I'm getting rid of my dish, and she loves it. And we're following suit with the new YouTube channel where you can catch all kinds of programming. Here we go.
With
Fourth down and
down,
in.
8 to go.
Angola's going for it. Here we go. And they're back to pass. Good pressure by the Barons. He pitches, and it is.
Throw it.
It's going to be questioned. Are they going to call it? They're going to
incomplete.
say it's no good.
No good.
It would not have been a first down anyway. He would have caught that at about the 33, so either way, it's a wash for the Barons. They're going to take over, still in their own territory, but with great field position.
Excited to see the offense get out there now.
A little bit about the facility. You can see a few things. We talked about the new bleachers, which you're seeing right now. Awesome things happening right there. You can see the new concession stand under construction also. The new concession stand is, coming along, and we're trying to get that completed. Hopefully by the end of the season, but we'll see. We'll talk more about that at halftime and the entire renovation when we get the game underway here.
And now we're going to go into the Barons' first down and 10 to go.
Great
He's
color
gonna make
running
it.
people over.
Almost.
Color again makes a great run right there and picks up some yardage for the Barons.
It's about second down and 1 to go. Oh, first down.
Gotta love that. It's gonna be first and 10 from the Baron 49.
And we're gonna just gonna kick it off.
Oh.
You know, that's all right, second down, but the Barons just need to get back out there. It's all about that mindset of just being like, we still got this. Looks like it's gonna be second down and 14 to go.
Big shout out to a couple more of our supporters. Ben Davis Chevrolet, Baron Athletics would not be what it is today without them. They've been proud supporters for over 40 years. Just a great family and just a great commitment to Baron Athletics. So again, big shout out to Ben Davis. He's open. He's got it.
It is good, but he's going to be taken down.
The tackle is good, but he picks up
Great amount.
a 35-yard pass.
35 yards.
What a throw.
Wow, and you know what? Just because of that, I think that the Baron offense is just going to keep getting better throughout the night.
Barons do a quick offensive set. Don't give Angola time. They're down and going. Angola's still moving, trying to get guys off the field. They did.
They're just going to push through.
They move it straight in. I love that about Coach Robertson's attitude. He's telling them to go again. Look at them. They're not calling anybody off. They're setting fast. They're pushing it right at them.
Oh, yeah.
Coach Robertson says, roll, roll, roll.
This is kind of a blitz coming here from the offense from Barons.
Here they go. Barons back right at the middle again. Going to pick up a couple yardage. They're down to the 10-yard line. Not going to be quite enough for the first, I don't believe.
Looks like that's going to be third down
Just
and
shy, yeah.
3 to go. Third down and 2 to go.
All right.
My apologies.
Here we go. I got a good feeling about this, Baker. The Barons are going to be on the scoreboard here no matter what.
Absolutely. I definitely, well, and I think this is something where you're close enough to go for it on fourth. So you almost have a two plays to pick this up.
Around the outside,
And
he's got
just gonna
room.
keep going.
He's
He
down
only
to the
needs
4. It's going to be first and goal for the Barons. It'll be their
First
first and goal of the night. I love what I see happening in the red zone right here, Ryan. The Barons have got in there. They're setting fast. They're calling plays quickly. They're putting in a set of plays, and boom, boom, boom. Not giving Angola time to think or readjust their defense. They are going straight at them.
It's going
Yeah,
to be
the
first
Barons
down
are really
and 10 to go
dominating
for
up
Barons.
front.
He's going to keep it. He rolls out. They're trying to get a hand on him. He's going to go. He's in.
And he's in for the touchdown, Barons. Touchdown for Barons.
That's going to be touchdown, Barons. Flag.
What a play.
And that's going to put Barons in the scoreboard with 6, Angola 0.
Well, I'll tell you what, you couldn't have scripted that better. The fireworks going off, boom. Got to thank Drive Right Academy for still supplying those fireworks out there. The Barron athletic flag. I can remember when Kathy Cook, wife of Coach Ron Cook, sewed that flag together, and we took an old pole vault pole and we slid it up in the pocket, and they came running out onto the field with that flag. It was awesome back in the day. Big shout out to Mrs. Cook and the whole Cook family, if any of you are watching, and your support of Barron Athletics over the year.
Not good.
And all you've done.
No good.
Well, that's a tough break. They're going to come away empty-handed on the extra point. Not what I would have scripted right there.
But you know what? That's okay. We're still on the board, and we just.
Well, Tucker, this is where we're going to disagree. I'm going to say it's not okay, Baker. You know what I mean. You leave a window there for the other team to come back and finish one touchdown and beat you. Now, so this is the point where the Barons are going to have to clean that up in the future to not leave that door open. Now, Tucker, I'd much rather have those 6 points on the board, right? And they will recover, no doubt. But no doubt that we're going to hope they get another touchdown and get this out more than a one-score lead and get it out of Angola's hands. Hey, I think this has been a really even game tonight. Angola's had some nice movement on the field, some nice yardage. The teams are almost even in offensive yardage. Defensively, if it's in even, the Barons a great drive right there. If they can continue to punch that, Baker, I think we're going to see good things.
Yeah, I think the Barons have really found out what's working tonight, and that drive could be the start of a very, very good night for the Barons and a long night for the Hornets.
Well, nothing motivates more than touchdowns, right? Something positive, right? That's what you want.
Yep.
You know how that goes, Tucker. Anytime it's positive, the sound of applause or the sound of the crowd just gets you going.
Yeah, it's really just a whole nother world out here. I mean, it's always just good vibes, no matter what, really.
Well, I think, that's a great – we always talk about the fifth man or, the sixth man, or we talk about the 12th man, the fans. That fan out there that, helps us, that player in the stands. And, boy, once you get the fans going, man, oh, man, that can be contagious. The shadows starting to descend onto the field. Again, we're shooting into the sun tonight, as we have for so many years, but we're looking forward to the opportunity to get that new press box up.
And he's going to catch it and keep going. And he's just going to go straight through the middle.
Oh, nice hit there.
Down at about the 49, 48-yard line.
I was afraid our kicker was going to have to make the tackle right there, Ryan, but fortunately people caught up. They get the takedown, but that's going to give Angola some great field position. Going to take over on their 49, exactly where the Barons took over on that last drive on their 49. So we'll see what happens here. Hopefully the Barons can get 4 and out.
Yeah, definitely big time to get a stop for the Baron defense here, as that could really flip the momentum and get the Barons going for the rest of the half.
Yeah, there is no doubt that if we can unhook the train right here on 4 and out.
Go out there with first down, 10 to go. And the pass is going to be good,
Hasselman
and he's
wide open.
And he's in.
And I'll tell you what.
Touchdown for Angola.
If you're going to script something, that is not what we had scripted right there. Barons, tight coverage. They were coming in for the sack. Angola gets it off quick, finds Hasselman open in the field. And, even if they catch up with him on the 5-yard line there, Hasselman's going to drag him into the end zone with him. So what can you say? Great call on Angola's part there. Tough break for the Barons. But, Tuck, now we're down to what we said. 6-6 game. And this is where missing that punt comes back to haunt you. All of a sudden, boom, you're either going to be tied here or you're down by 1 and you're playing catch up again. And it is up and good.
Yeah.
Now, fun fact of the day, Hasselman last year had 1 passing and 2 rushing touchdowns against the Barons. So this year having the reception, so in the 2 years he basically has a hat trick.
There you go. If only he played soccer, we could count the hat trick for something.
Yeah, so let's hope that's the last time we have to say his name in the end zone tonight.
Hey, while we got the break here, we're going to tell you a lot of stuff that's going on campus. So much happening. If you're obviously an athletic person, you can tune into BTV anytime on YouTube. Our tech, Tucker Brown, will be scheduling things. You'll be able to see those come up. And thanks for all you do there, Tucker.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Then you can also watch all of our programming on YouTube, just like so many other things. You can actually go back into our programming and watch the state championship games if you want to. The other thing that's happening is we're going to try to cover as many home games from here on as possible. Not only football, but we'll be trying to bring in you volleyball. We're going to try to get other events that are happening on campus, so tune in for sporting events. Also going to be covering a lot of fine arts events and other events that are happening around the school. So make sure that you just get up there and get it all done.
Speaking of fine arts, what do you know about fine arts, Mr. Baker? You know,
fine arts, yeah. I know we do awesome plays here at DeKalb High School. Most recently was the Harry Potter play, which was fantastic. You did a great job in that play.
Thank you, Mr. Baker.
So, I always enjoy heading out to play to see what Mr. Fields and the crew have thrown together, and you guys put tons and tons of work into those. That's what a lot of people don't understand. It's probably hundreds and hundreds of hours put in.
As we get ready here to start again, let me also say for the people watching at home, we don't only record fine arts and sports, we also record things like graduations and scholarship ceremonies. So just be out there if you got a kid out here. Just always tune in to support them. And it's going to be, from Angola, going to be low on the ground. Barron's going to get it at about the 30-yard line.
Yeah, field it at the 30.
It's going to be first down at about the 31-yard line. Seems.
So let's see the Barron offense. I apologize. Barron offense can come out.
First down and 10 to go for the Barron offense. Now, if I had to say, I'm just hoping that our Barons can just blitz this round of offense and hopefully just get past Angola.
That was
and
a
he's gonna
fumble.
drop it.
That's what we do not want, and that is Angola ball. So the Barons turning it over. I don't know if that was snap was off or if there was something with the exchange. I don't know. It looks like the center Brockhouse is not. You can tell he's not very happy with himself. So
Yeah,
those things happen.
To see out here.
Yep. That's why there's 4 quarters though. One mistake isn't going to mess up the whole game.
Ah.
So definitely come back, get that play back, and let's have the Barron defense. All but one play, the Barron defense has been very, very good tonight. So let's hope the Barron defense can keep it together and keep going.
Yeah, I agree. I think the defense has been solid tonight. We've given up some plays and some yardage, but it's a pretty even coin out here with these two defenses right now. Good pressure on the ball. That was unfortunate. So who knows? There could be a lot of things going on right there with what happened.
And there's Houseman. He's going to throw.
This could be an interception. No, it's not.
And it's going to be complete.
So Thomas, the tight end. So there was that halfback pass.
Yeah.
First down around the 7-yard line.
You called that earlier in the game, Baker, and you're absolutely right. When you've got your quarterback on the field and he's quarterbacked a lot of reps for you, you're going to see it at some point. We just saw it right there. The tight end comes flying in there. He's center field. They hand off to Hasselman, and boom, all of a sudden they're deep in the red zone on the 7-yard line looking to attack the end zone right here.
Looks like it's going to be first and 10 for Angola. Looks like they're taking their time, making sure that they know exactly what they want to do to get around the Barron defense.
All right, we do have a timeout.
Yeah.
Angola.
Didn't like what they saw when Barron's lined up right there.
Third and final timeout.
Yeah, so this is a timeout where Angola needed it to make sure they had the right play. But if you're DeKalb, you're coming together like, hey, we just turned it over. We just gave up a big play. We need to use this timeout to regroup and get ourselves back in the game.
Yeah, we need to stop right here. We need to keep it a one-score game here. If we can force them into a field goal attempt, we'll put it a 10-6 game. It's still then a one-possession game, one-score game possible. We get them a touchdown here now. We're going to have a two-possession game. Got to get it out there. We're going to have to really, really work hard. So we got to keep it within striking distance. If we can just get a stop right here, unfortunately, it's 1st and 6, so
yeah,
going to be tough. But like I do, Baker, it just comes down to one big stop. You know,
Yeah.
we could have a sack right here. You know, their quarterback rolls out deep. When they get ready to throw, he's not throwing from the line of scrimmage. You know, they're on the 6 right now. He rolls back 10 yards. He's back there at 16, sometimes 15 yards. So we get a sack all the way back there, and it could be 1st and 20 in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Here we go. Barron's back deep. Not going to give anything up in the end zone.
Well, there's that reverse they had earlier to Davidson, and he's going to be.
He is going to power in.
They're gonna,
Touchdown.
He's in. All
for
right.
Angola.
He powers into the end zone. Up the middle, that's just strength and movement right up the middle. Tough break, too, because the Barons were deep. They had 6 guys back in pass protection and pass coverage, so there was opening at the line of scrimmage. Angola saw it. They penetrated, and without a doubt, punched it in for 6-yard touchdown. 13-6, Angola Hornets.
See if Angola decides that they want to make it 14-6.
There's the kick.
And
All right.
it's going to
so-
be good for Angola. That's
Yeah.
going to be 14-6.
Yeah, so now the Barons, for missing that extra point earlier, you almost have to think, at what point do you consider when you score, you know, you're 2 points down, do you go for the 2-point conversion or you just keep playing your extra points?
It's just so tough. And, you know, to me, the call always came down to how late it was in the game. If I think I'm going to have time to get down there and get that extra field goal, I'm going to do it. But if I can't get it, then I'm maybe going to go for 2 at some point and see if I can punch it in.
Yeah, and we do have a backup kicker tonight.
And we've been moving the ball well. You know, Color has done a really nice job up the middle, and then we've done a really nice job around the outside with guys. So I don't have a problem with punching in some short yardage extra points right there if it's a possibility. It won't surprise me if we score if Coach Robertson doesn't make that call, Baker.
Yeah. And,
DeKalb offense is going to take the field.
Big shout out to our cheerleaders out in force. They had a heck of a summer, sending girls everywhere from nationals to state. They have been busy all summer, working so hard. And want to get a great big shout out to them for their endless spirit and support of all Barron athletics. It's kind of nice to see the Angola girls and the DeKalb girls right here together on this side of the sideline. So that won't happen for long. We know once we get moved across the stadium field here, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, and you know, hopefully this is the only game we're going to have this. You know, especially we're talking in a couple weeks. We have the big game coming.
Our second game of the year is homecoming against Garrett at home. Okay.
Well, that's the East Noble game.
East Noble.
Yeah, Garrett next week.
That's right. We're on the road.
Yep,
I
we
got
are
the
on-
wrong one there. Yeah.
Nope, yep. And we will not be. I
Get
don't
down
believe we're
at
doing
about the
that one.
third.
Yeah, you know, they're part of the
5-yard
Champions
line.
Network, so we don't go to Garrett High School to broadcast. So we will not be bringing you that, but you will be able to catch it on the Champions Network through the IHSAA.
You know, that is a, you know, if anyone hasn't been to Garrett, that is a nice, it's definitely a nice facility to go to. Except for the train horn. We're not going to say much about that.
Well, you know, you go there where the visitors are looking into the sun, just like our visitors are going to be doing
just
in
like
the
home.
future. I know,
Just like
it's
home
like
for us.
everywhere we go for the last 20 years, we've been looking into the sun. So, all right, Barron's back. Going to be a flag on the play.
Oh, and that was a really unfortunate time for that to happen because Angola had 2 players running on late out of position.
Yeah, I just untimely for the Barons right there.
They might have had too many people out there. That's interesting, unless Hasselman just came out. But
It'll be 1st and 15 Barons with 7:46 to go here in the second period.
Looks like he's just going to try and power drive through.
Yeah, not much of a gain on the play, I don't think, Tucker, if any at all. Tucker, a lot going on in the theater department. Tell us about our upcoming schedules.
Upcoming schedules, I mean, we got Romeo and Juliet scheduled for September 19th, 20th, and 21st. So
I'll
make
tell
sure
you
come
what,
out for that.
that show sent chills to the people watching rehearsal the other night. It's going to be amazing. If you get a chance, catch Romeo and Juliet in the auditorium. It's going to be phenomenal.
The set's coming together well. Okay, looks like Barron's going to take it. He's going to throw it along and it's no good.
Well, I got to say, big shout out to our football players here who are in technical and theater production classes. Holy smokes, they've been lifting and building bridges and building towers and building balconies. And it is great to see so many of our athletes participating in the fine arts department too. Nice crossover between our departments. So big shout out to Coach Robertson for helping us do that. He was a theater kid himself, I'll throw out there. Big shout out to Mr. Monk and the East Noble Theater program that Coach Robertson was a part of years ago. So love to see the departments working back together.
Blitz and
Quick just going to throw it away there.
And we're going to see. Okay, they said he was out of the pocket. Okay, good. No intentional grounding.
Yeah, there was no receiver even close to that, was there?
Yeah, well, and I think they're saying he was out of the pocket. So
looks like it's going to be fourth down and 13 to go for the Barons.
Definitely a tough break for the Barons here. Not what they wanted to go was 4 and out right here.
Kind of a low snap, but nice job fielding that and getting the punt off.
Great roll for the Barons. Just going to keep rolling.
Oh, yeah. Keep rolling.
We got to love that.
All the way down to about the 26-yard line.
So I'm going to go on record as saying that could be one of his best punts all year, maybe his record, just because of the roll.
That's one of those you send the stat into the scouting, not the video.
Exactly. I mean, there's no doubt. Like, that's going to go down. He kicked that from about the 20, and it's on the 25. So what a kick. Got to love that roll. I think that ball hit it about the 40, didn't it? I'm going to go back and watch that replay.
It got that top spin going and just rolled and rolled. So nice job flipping the field, you know. That was a scary position, but now you got that field flipped, and let's see this Baron defense get back out there.
Angola out there, and 26 on the first down, 10 to go. And he's just going to take it.
Just some textbook blocking right there, man. He followed his blockers. They built the hole for him, and he just continued to run. At one point, you saw his hand right on his back, making sure he was guiding, leading where he was going to go. So textbook football right there by the Hornets.
Looks like we're going to 2nd and 2 to go for the Hornets. And they're going to get ready here. He's going to take it, and he's going to make it to the first down and just keep pushing. That's going to be first down at about the 37-yard line for the Hornets now. 1st and 10.
Yeah, now's a tough break. Anytime you see that handoff coming, he's going to run along the line of scrimmage. He's just looking for a hole to pick up that extra 2 yards, and he just keeps going until he found it, and he did. So, you know, for the Barons, that was just tough, hard to defend, and they did what they could.
Angola heading out here. 1st and 10 on about the 37-yard line. He's going to take it, he's going to throw it, and it's going to be a complete pass, and he's just going to keep going. Ooh.
Hard tackle there.
Tough tackle. But he's just going to get right back up, and he's going to hand the ball to the ref.
Second and 1.
Looks like Angola's going to get out there and take their time with the play. It's going to be 2nd down and about 1 yard to go.
Yeah, King's out taking a breather after that hit, but looks like he's going to be fine.
Looks like he's
nice defense. Oh, they don't wrap him up.
They don't take him down, and he's just going to keep pushing. That's all right. He is going to lose a couple of yards, I think, there.
But, yeah, good thing the Baron – that's the nice thing the Baron defense is doing tonight. They're flying to the ball. So when you miss that, when you make that first or second miss, then you're following it up with the defender who's going to come in and clean that up and, you know, prevent the big play. So 3rd down and, about 3. We'll say 3. 3rd down and 3 to go. Big play for the Baron defense here. Trailing 14-6 with 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Davidson in motion. Rolls out, gets rid of that ball to the outside, and incomplete.
looks like it's going to be 4-3 for the Angola Hornets. Barron's just keeping strong out here. That's what we like to see. We really like to just keep them pushing the pressure, no matter how close the Hornets are to making it to that 1st and 10.
Big play right here. The Barons need to stop here. If they can go 4 and out right here, the Barons can gain some decent field goal, and they can get this being back under control before halftime.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see another block here.
He's going to go ahead and punt it. He thought about it. It's up. It's
Punt
away.
it, and it's going to be caught by
Fair
the Barons.
catch.
Looks like it's going to be caught around the 22, 23-yard line for the Barons on the offense.
Well, I was hoping for another block punt there, Ryan, or something that would give us some good field position, but didn't happen.
No, but 4 minutes and 46 seconds is plenty of time to drive down the field.
Definitely turn around a game with that amount of time.
Well, and the Barons have had some big plays tonight. They're capable of getting people down. They're fast. They're strong. There's no doubt. They've just got to put that together right here.
On top of fast and strong, I'd definitely like to add determined. They're definitely out here to bring us the best game that they can.
And they got a lot of student section, whiteout night tonight. You can see all that. I know you guys talked about that at the beginning of the game, but want a big thank you to our SGO people, making sure that our fans
Looks like the Baron's going to take it, and
up
he's
the
going to
gut,
keep going.
and there he goes, and that's going to be a first down. Tucker, there is no doubt you got to love that. That's just straight up the middle for a Baron first down. Baker, it's like you called it.
Yep,
Looks
yeah,
like it's
just
gonna
that
be
slow drive.
First down around the 39, 38, 37-yard line.
I love the quick huddle offense, the no huddle offense. Okay, again, up the middle again.
Up the middle again.
Love what we see
going.
happening here. Now, again, we saw this earlier in the game, and it worked. The Barons.
They just keep pushing and pushing on the Angola Hornets, and they just keep gaining yards.
It's a no-huddle offense, up the middle, up the middle, up the middle. So Angola continues to collapse. As they continue to collapse and fill in the slots to try to stop that from happening, it opens up the outside. And we saw that on the touchdown run.
Looks like we're going to go down for 2nd and 6 around the 36-yard line. And he's going to throw it. It's going to be complete for the first down.
Another one.
First down, Barons.
Yeah, Bell down here at the bottom of the field, he's still covered by Rupel, who, Bell burnt him pretty deep for the big play we saw that led to the Baron score earlier.
Yeah, and you put a kid as fast as Bell on the field, things are going to happen.
Sure.
It's just how do you use him and when do you use him?
He's going to gain a couple points there for about the 47, 48-yard line. Second down for Barons.
That's Xavier Weiss on the run. A lot of people don't know about him, but he is our backup quarterback. So, maybe we'll see a little bit of trickery there.
For the Barons, 2nd down and 8 to go. They're just going to keep pushing, it looks like. No huddle offense. He's going to take it, and he's going to throw it, and it's going to no one.
We talked about that a little earlier right there, Ryan. He's throwing the route. The receiver didn't quite get to the point of interception. He let him a little too much. Just didn't happen. It's tough. It takes a really, really good marriage for that receiver and that quarterback to make sure that pass and that route match. Nobody did it better than Manning back in the day. That's my humble opinion, okay? Some people say Brady, but I'm going to be a Manning fan here, he knew his routes and his receivers knew him, and, it was textbook football.
Yeah, I'm more of a Rodgers guy myself.
I love him too. I like him until he switched teams. What's that all about?
Well, you got to make room for Jordan Love.
Yeah, I
Third down
get
at
it,
the
right.
49-yard line. Barron's going to throw it, and
There
it's
should be a
no
flag.
good.
There it is.
Flag on the play.
That's going to be pass interference. That's going to be
Flag
a
on
great break for the Barons.
Hornets.
Now, it's going to be interesting where they mark this.
For the Barons, looks like we're going to...
I believe it's is it 10 yards in high school? So, man, I'm a little rusty. I think it's 10 yards from the line, 15 from the line.
Yeah, and so
Looks like they're going to be taking the first down for the Barons. That's what we like to see.
So the 15-yard penalty gives them enough to get the first down and more. Going to send it down to the 36-yard line. Barons attacking deep with plenty of time to go. As the Barons try to get back into this game, 3:07 on the scoreboard here in the second period before we hit in at halftime. Barons trail 6, Hornets 14. We called it earlier. If the Barons get a score here, will they go for 2? I believe they will. Coach Robertson's that kind of guy.
There's
Drew him off sides.
5 more yards we're going to get.
I tell you what, getting stopped clock yardage is like Christmas presents. It's like every coach loves it. And here we go. Boom, pass interference. Boom, offsides. Stopped clock yards that we didn't even have to earn. They just gave them to us.
First down on the 36 for the Barons.
Now, an interesting scenario here. The Barons are getting into a field goal range also, Baker.
5
It
yards
wouldn't
to go.
surprise me. 9-14 is better than going in 14-6.
And he's going to be taken down.
Yeah, and we do not have our starting kicker tonight, so that would be the only thing that would hold me off of wanting to go for that.
Yeah, I don't disagree, but you get close enough, you got to think about it. It's going to depend on what the fourth down would be, but we'll see what it sets up right here. It is 2nd and 3 here to go.
As Friel said, 2nd down and 3 yards to go. And it looks like he's just going to line drive it through the middle.
But we called this earlier. You can see Angola is filling up those holes. Every slot right there had a defender in, and it's getting harder to punch it up, punch it up, punch it up. So do the Barons run wide? Do they option right? Do they throw deep? Let's see what the Barons decide to do here.
First down for the Barons. Looks like they're going to be starting about the 26-yard line.
Oh,
and he's just going to take it through the middle. And he's just going to keep going.
See, great things right there. He ran to the outside hash marks as they filled up the middle. He found room on the outside left, and he cut that outside blocker, and boom, they pick up 10 yards just like that.
First down on about the, let's see here, the 16-yard line.
I like the play calls here tonight. I think that they've been consistent enough to give yourself room. We're on the left side of hash marks now. Plenty of room to work on the right side of the field. Going to come up the middle again.
And he's just going to keep going through the middle, and he is just going to keep walking there.
Yes, we are under 2 minutes, so the Barons, they are taking. They could have the last play of the half, which would be nice. Obviously we want to get in there, get this game tied up, but.
Well, it's going to be tough here. 1:40 to go, 14-6. The main thing here is the Barons can't come away empty-handed. They cannot come home a bridesmaid.
Flag on the play.
We just gave 5 yards back, so not a good play. But first real game of the year, we're going to have those.
And we haven't had many of them tonight. Honestly, we've played a fairly clean game so far.
Got the Barons on the 2nd down, 14 to go. Probably hear the cheerleaders saying, keep fired up, fired up, fired up. Barons are going to go down, get ready for the play.
Barons on the 19-yard line, trying to get to the end zone before halftime.
Again, 2nd down and 14 to go. Before halftime's really going to want to get those final points that they can, and it's going to be a fumble.
It's okay. We covered it up. Unfortunately, for a loss of yards, going to push them back to the 24-yard line with 1:08 to go here.
Yeah.
3rd down and about, let's see here. Going to be out.
Barron's going to get a timeout in here, I believe.
Yeah, hopefully, the Barons can, because what you got to look at is, you are in 4-down territory, so you don't have to worry about throwing this one to the end zone, or even down to the 5, which basically might as well go to the end zone. But we have 2 plays left to, get it in, or get within one play to get within field goal position.
Well, and I agree. Now it comes down to how many plays can you run. Even on our no huddle offense, we're down to the point we got a minute to go. Let's say we can get them off in 15 seconds. We got 4 plays left.
Yeah.
Let's say we can get them off in 10. We're down to 5 plays. So do we have time to get a first down? Maybe it'll buy us a play. The end zone's still got to be the target here.
Yep.
There's absolutely no doubt that the Barons need to score going into halftime here. Put this game within striking distance when they come out. I believe we're receiving it after halftime, right?
Yep, we will get the ball back.
So, if we can score here, come out and score again, it's a completely different ball game.
Barron's getting ready for the play. 3rd down and about 18 to go.
Here comes a blitz.
Tough
Thomas
break
and
from
he's gonna
McCormick.
run
He's
around
going to
the
keep
edge.
it. It's going to be
And
tough.
he's going to be pushed out.
So 4th down.
And the worst
4th
part,
down, about 9 to go.
worst part of that is it ate up time too. I hate that. Again, we just talked about that. Now 51 seconds to go. Barron's still out there.
Yep, so 4th down, 51 to go. You know, if you're the Barons, throw it to the end zone. You know, that's what you got here.
Got to. Have to take some opportunities. I mean, this is it right here. We've got to put some points on. Now, it's a little bit maybe too far for a field goal, but is it a reality? You know, if I'm Coach Robertson, I'm discussing the field goal right now because going in 9-14 and getting the ball when you come back out at halftime puts you back in control, and it won't be surprising to me if he puts the field goal team on right here. Now, maybe they'll still shoot. It would set up here if they did decide to run a field goal, about a 40-yard field goal.
Yeah, you're within that 40, 41 yards. It is doable, but, you know, these are not professional kickers.
Totally agree. Totally agree.
I mean, we've seen an extra point be missed tonight.
Yep.
So, you know, you'd like to say, 41 yards is not super far, but every kick is tough because you have to have a good snap, a good hold, and a good timing on the kick.
Yep. Well, we'll see what Coach Robertson decides to do. Is he going to go for the end zone? It looks like it is. I do not see the kicker coming out with him. So here we go. All right.
That's going to be on the 29-yard line, about 4th down and 16 to go.
There's no doubt we need at least 16 yards, as Baker called it earlier. We need a first down if possible, or we need the end zone. And they're back. Will they hit Culler or Bell?
Yeah, I would say you're looking at Bell down
McCormick
here.
throws. He's going deep to the end zone. He gets
It's
it.
going to be good. That's
intercepted in the end zone.
They are calling an interception.
You know, one could almost argue there's a little pushing, but
yeah.
But, you know, I think it was a little bit both guys fighting for it. So
that comes down to the strongest guy right there. You know, you and I both got our hands on it. Somebody's going to come away from it. Angola comes away with it right there.
Yeah.
Not what they scripted. You know, there's no doubt the Barons wanted to come away with something on the scoreboard right
but
there.
That was better than an incomplete pass because the ball goes to the
right to 20.
To the 20 instead of where the
saved him a few yardage.
Yeah, so, you know.
But I'll be honest with you, Angola's going to come out here and take a knee. That's my gut feeling. They don't want to risk a turnover.
Yeah.
A turnover right here will give the Barons another shot. It won't surprise me if they just knee the ball.
Well, it looks like that's what they're going to do.
Yeah, and there they go.
They'll have to do that twice. Well, it depends if they're going to start what's going on with the clock. Yep, so they will have to take another one.
And a smart call by the Angola coaching staff here.
Yep, they're going to pump the clock back up. So that will be it for the half.
Last thing you wanted to give up was a turnover to give them a shot. We had the marching band coming up right after halftime, so we're going to get to the marching band. We're going to watch them a little bit. We'll shout out. Later after the marching band, we'll be taking a break real quickly, and then we will be back for more Baron football action tonight. Want to encourage everybody, make sure you get out. Like Baker said earlier, we are on the road at Garrett next week. Going to be a great game, so get over to Garrett as the Barons take on the Railroaders. And then we're back home for homecoming, an early homecoming this year against East Noble. So Coach Robertson's alma mater and everything. He coached there. He went to school there. And they're going to be coming into Barron Country for homecoming.
Looks like we're taking a look at the student section now. So you can see them getting ready for the halftime.
Well, again, you know, in the student section, I love that. You know, they're always themed. Tonight's white out. They are on the other side. Just not enough room to have our students over here tonight.
Yeah.
The stands are packed. Obviously, they had to split them between Angola and DeKalb, and then the student section went over there. So,
hey, tonight would have been a great night for the baby powder.
And now we're going to see the Barons, the Baron band getting ready to come out here for the halftime. There they are, as you can see. They're getting situated right now.
Baron Brigade coming out, marching almost 120 strong this year. You know, here's a fact for you, Baker, that blew my mind the other day. I just couldn't even fathom it. I still can't. Our ex-drum major, Lydia Hallman, last year, is going to Bowling Green. And she's marching for Bowling Green this year. And she went over, and Bowling Green marches tomorrow. Now, how many people do you think Bowling Green will put on the field to march tomorrow?
Oh, man. 200.
Yeah, over 500
that's a
will
lot.
march. They say there are over 70 trumpet players and 36 saxophone players. So
Wow.
there's over 100 just in those two sections.
Wow.
I was flabbergasted that there were 500 people. I don't even know how you get 500 people in a marching band formation at halftime.
Yeah, that's a lot of practice. You know, there is a former Baron who was on the Fort Wayne FC drumline this year. And for those of you who don't know, that was myself. So I
For you, Mr. Baker.
jumped in.
Shout out to you.
Yeah, I jumped in the Fort Wayne FC drumline this year. So
I love that.
So
That's
I
good for you.
joined some of the music. That was my first time since elementary school doing anything music related.
I love that,
It was a
though.
good
You know,
time.
keeping your inner child alive there.
yeah.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah, I got
awesome.
talked to that by Kevin Marlowe, who his dad was
Yeah.
big
Band director.
at Garrett.
Yeah.
His mom was here at the middle school.
Well, you know, and Kevin's been involved in drum corps his whole life, you know, and he's been helping out. He helped out with the Fort Wayne Basketball Club for a while, the team there, and he helped out with a lot of stuff going on in Fort Wayne. He's still very active with all the drum lines that are
Yep.
happening down there. Well, we are going to get good coverage of the band here for you tonight. Okay.
It's like we're going to look at them getting ready on the field. Like I said at the beginning of the game, right before, it's always exciting to see what the band wants to bring to show the audience. It's always just exciting and just can also boost morale of the audience, even if it's already amazing as it is tonight. As you can see, Mr. Baker, I'm sure you can see just people out here smiling, laughing, and excited for the next half.
Oh, yeah, everybody's having a great time.
I know I am. What about you, Mr. Baker?
Hey, you know, any time that we get to be up here, you know, talking football, bringing this wonderful sport to the fans at home, bringing the wonderful performance we're about to see from the Baron Brigade, it's always a good time.
Yeah. I mean, as I said last time during the skirmish, you know, once we get here during the final half, you know, it'll start getting darker, and that's always just a whole different vibe, if not better, in my opinion. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I think we were saving a lot of our touchdown for the lights. Isn't that right, Mr. Friels?
There's no doubt. Hopefully we won't get a flag this year on the lights, you know, because if that happens, then we're really upset about it.
That was, man, I still remember that. That was the craziest penalty I've ever seen.
Yeah, we got a flag and penalty for flashing the lights on a touchdown after we put our new lighting system in, and everybody was crazy. Well, you know, we're thrilled to be bringing you Baron Athletics, and we hope to continue doing it here. We're going to take a quick little break if we can. We might be right back. We'll see what happens. But well, hey, we're back. We're not sure what happened there with our commercial break. Didn't go. But we're back, and we're going to try to get back. Well, like I said, we're experimenting with a whole bunch of new things right now. So trying to figure out exactly what's happening. We're going to bring you back into the game. Not sure what happened. We have a foundation that we are part of, the Pass It On Foundation. We'll work on those commercials and figure out what's going on there. But we are back, and we're staying tuned for some live Baron Brigade action.
Yes, we are. We are hearing some. Yeah, so we are getting ready to see the band performance. I haven't seen the performance yet this year, so I'm very excited to see it.
They say it's a great show. I've been watching bits and pieces of it, obviously, in the Fine Arts Department come to life. Band obviously has a new practice field. We're thrilled with that that's happening. And so they've been down using that a lot. And their show this year is about love that gets separated and then it gets brought back together. So I know we won't see a lot of that tonight. I believe they're doing 2 numbers tonight. If you want to catch their show, you can get out to the Marching Band Invitational. That's the weekend of the 19th. They say that that's going to be a phenomenal time. I think maybe it's the weekend after. I better double check on that date. But the Invitational will be phenomenal. So really excited about that happening. But yeah, the brigade just gets out there and works so hard on what they do. So we're excited about being able to see what happens with the brigade, and hopefully they have a phenomenal season also. They made that trip to the state finals last year, which was exciting for the brigade.
Yeah.
So hopefully they continue to move really well and get that done.
Yep. So, it used to be a yearly thing. You just expected the brigade to make it down to state. It's been a little bit, so nice to see them get back there and keep things going.
Yeah, big, long trip. They've been working really, really hard, but it's exciting to be able to see them, like you said, get back to state. So that's awesome.
All right, and it looks like they are just getting ready to start, and there goes they're directing their way through the show as we get started.
Again, what we're seeing from the Barangay tonight is just the start of their show. They've got a lot of it in progress now. These are the two pieces that they finally have their drill completed for. So basically we're watching a preview of their show, a little bit of what's happening. So many disciplines in marching band working so hard together. You've got the rifle corps, you've got the flag corps, then you've got all of the ensemble sections. You've got the front ensemble, you've got the percussion ensemble, and every one of those ensembles working so hard to come together, put something together in a unit.
Great job there, Baron Brigade.
Yeah, you just got to love the energy and the action that they've going on. That's their first two numbers, and we love what we see happening with them. If we can continue to keep that up for them, great things are going to be happening. I love it, too. I think I say it over and over. The main thing is kids have got to be involved. And if kids are involved, then their chances for success are going to be so much better. And we get that,
Brigade!
Running in the sun, so
was once again like the team.
It's not easy, but it is fun. Like when you get to perform, it is very fun.
There is no doubt that all of that. I want to apologize there. We think we lost our audio for just a second, but it is hard work. Like you were saying, you found a new respect for it this year, which really, really did bring a whole new type of, it keeps another side of you alive, I think. And so all of our kids, if they can continue to do that and continue to find a way to stay involved, they're going to do great things. We love that when they're happening.
Yeah, and I do know the drum line. They were saying they're going to need a lot more people next year because they are going pro.
Right.
But, there were not enough people that signed up this year, so I know I'm going to reach out to Mr. Adamishin and say, hey, this is a great experience for kids to do, and anyone else that's interested.
Well, and if they can do that, that's going to be phenomenal, to be able to get more kids involved. So if they got enough people to do that, I think it would be phenomenal. Hopefully we can continue to bring you great quality income. We're going to be back for more Barron football in just a bit.
Okay, Josh, do your stuff.
Okay, people, you know the drill. Canned foods only, guys.
Sometimes you gotta live what you believe, open your arms, cause that's where it starts. Right here with you and with me. What the world needs now is love.
Generosity, pass it on.
A little help from up above. Faith to me.
A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
And we're back. Big shout out to the Pass It On Foundation. They are a valuable partner of the DeKalb High School BTV. So I want to thank the foundation for continuing to send us great ads that our students can get on and put on for our programming. So yeah, really, really big stuff there. Tucker, tell us a little bit more about, we talked about the season coming up with the theater kids. Talk to us a little bit more about that. Hang on a minute, just a minute. We shut Tucker off. Go ahead, Tucker.
And there I'm back.
Tucker's back.
Thank you, Mr. Friels. Other than Romeo and Juliet, let's see here. For our Black Box show here in June, we have the Masked Musketeers coming up.
Wait, start back. First of all, we don't do that in June, all right? Let's back it up, okay?
What am I thinking?
Romeo and Juliet's happening in September. No doubt about Wyatt Knepper, the star of Romeo and Juliet, just gave us a look there. So,
and then we're going into Elf around the Christmas season.
Now that's going to be fun.
Okay? Did you say Elf?
We did say Elf.
I'm going to reserve my tickets now.
There you go. You
need tickets to that.
Tickets go on sale next week for all of our shows. So get out there and take a look at Elf. That is our Christmas show, the beginning of December. And after that, Tucker.
Then we have Masked Musketeers.
In February.
And after Masked Musketeers, I'm pretty sure that's our spring musical, which is going to be The Little Mermaid.
Really excited about that. Pulling out all the stops for The Little Mermaid. We are thrilled to be bringing you that show. So get your tickets for that now. That's a sure sellout coming up in May. And then, following that,
after that, during our summer show, which we bring out all the elementary school kids to come help us out with, we're going to do 101 Dalmatians.
Ooh.
And you know what?
Be fun. That
musical is phenomenal. Last year we had 160 kids on stage. It is our K through 12 intensity. They put together a musical in 1 week. So yeah, catch out the fine arts department. So much going on top of all 5 shows. There's a huge amount of other things going on, choir concerts and band concerts and jazz season. So much going on that any weekend you're bored, you can come catch us in the Fine Arts Department. Athletics, obviously, check out the school website. So much happening in the Barron athletic land that I couldn't even get to tell you. But last week, over 7 events going on one night alone. So, yeah, anytime you want to catch something at home, there's something going on, from whether it's volleyball or unified football. There's something happening, tennis going on. There is cross country going on. There is soccer going on, both girls and boys. There is cross country going on. You know, the Barron Invite the other night. So much happening. Our own Wyatt Knepper right now, undefeated in tennis. We're going to wish him the best of luck tomorrow. Coming up in the Barron Invite, right? Just tomorrow. We're hoping he goes undefeated the entire season, so good luck to you.
And you know what's great about that, Mr. Friels? You know, us here at BTV, we're going to try and bring as much of it as we can to you at home, just in case you can't make it to these things.
There is no doubt that I believe that is huge. You know, tell me, Wyatt, as we talk about things with the Barron Invite, Wyatt, how is it looking for the tennis team this year?
I think it's looking very good. We're coming back in with a lot of seniors that were already on varsity last year. None of our doubles players have moved a single spot. So they've had a season in varsity in those exact same positions.
And they had a good run last year too, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Especially 2 doubles. They had a very good record. I'm moving up to 2 singles, so that's a change, but I'm ready to take it on. Oliver Darrow, this is his 2nd season as 1 singles, and he's had a season under his belt, and he's only getting stronger. And we have a sophomore, Liam Schlatter. He's our 3 singles, and he's going to be rounding out the team really well. He's consistent, and we're just going to be a very strong team overall.
Well, I think it's great what the tennis team is doing. I love it. I was out to your match the other night, and you guys are just really, really playing solid. So keep up the great work as we keep moving. While we got you on the air, Wyatt, you do have the lead role in Romeo and Juliet, trying to balance a fine arts career and an athletic career. Tell us a little bit about Romeo and Juliet.
I'm very excited. I personally love Old English and love the show. There are just so many things to get through, so much work to be done in just a little over a month.
Well, and as I said earlier in the broadcast tonight, we were in rehearsal the other night, and we were going through Act 5, and all of a sudden the girl sitting beside me in the audience said, "Mr. Frills, I'm getting chills." It was so powerful, and we were still in rehearssul. So, man, I'll tell you what, the tech department is just knocking a home run when it comes to set construction. The balcony that you got to crawl up, you're not afraid of heights, are you?
No, not at all.
Okay, because it's getting taller. I'm just saying, they don't want to do it on stage. You're going to be crawling up a trellis, all right? So I wish you the best of luck, and I'm glad you've been working out in there. Barron coaching staff coming back right now. They are putting their stuff together. Well, listen, Wyatt, we wish you the best of luck in tennis, and we wish you the best of luck in the upcoming tennis season, and good luck at the invite tomorrow, okay, buddy? Right now, Wyatt is also running our engineer. He's taking care of all the pictures you see are coming from him and Gavin Horde tomorrow, so keep up the good work, bud. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Baker Unified has been hard at work,
yeah.
too, and I know you guys have been hard at it. Tell us a little bit about the Unified season coming up.
So we got flag football that we start next Saturday with our scrimmage. That's going to be at Homestead with Carroll and Goshen. So we're going to play against each team. We have bocce ball underway, state tournament coming up soon for that. So we're looking to keep scoring some points. Probably the coolest thing we have going this weekend is Coach Fike Baker and a couple of our unified athletes. We have Adia Edgering and Caitlin Gallagher are getting to represent Team Indiana.
I love that.
Special Olympics next summer in Minnesota as the unified leadership. So they're going to learn about how to grow unified programs, how to grow Special Olympics programs.
Awesome.
Yeah, they get to go tomorrow morning. So she actually left. She usually runs concessions. She had to leave because she has to be at the Indianapolis airport at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning for the plane pole.
Okay, that's crazy.
So Special Olympics plane pole tomorrow.
Gotta love that. Another quick question I got. I'm going to throw it out to our technician, Gavin Horde. Gavin, I came in tonight. You do so much behind the scenes for us. You're running camera tonight, but I came into the booth tonight, and the lighting board was on. Because you must have been in there programming Romeo and Juliet, am I right?
I was, in fact.
Talk to me a little bit about what it means to program a big show like Romeo and Juliet.
Romeo and Juliet has 5 acts and many scenes inside of the play. And what it takes to do that is to pre-program a different lighting scene for every scene and act that's going on inside.
Well, I love it, Gavin. What I want you to know more than anything is, you had 2-hour break today, and I came in late and I double-checked everything, and when I walked into the booth and I saw everything on, I said, you know what? Gavin's been up here working. So, Gavin, thanks for doing a good job making us better.
Thank you.
Well, here we go. We're minutes away from game time now. We're right back in action. Baker, what do the Barons have to do to get this game under control and come out with a win tonight?
Stop the turnovers. You have to hold on to the ball. Don't throw late over the middle, and keep dominating the run game.
They've had a good game tonight. We've had a couple of errors that have cost us dearly. And the kick is up. It's a short squibbler right over the middle. You think he tried to onside that?
Yeah, I would say it's more of the squib kick because you do not want that to kick that ball deep to Xavier Bell. Everyone out there is like, we're keeping that ball away from Xavier Bell however we have to.
And I get it, but you know what? It's just not my DNA. To me, I'm kicking it right at him, and I'm letting my position players do their job.
Yep.
Now, I love Xavier. That guy can run, okay? But you know what, right? They gave us the ball here on the 32.
Yeah.
Maybe Xavier would have been on the 52. Maybe he'd have been on the 20.
Yeah.
Kick away and let your position players do their job. To me, you know, if you're going to run scared, let's give the ball to him right now and let him run right at him. Let's see what the Barons do. Coach Robertson's first call of the night. Him and his coaching staff. Here they go.
31st, 1st and 10.
Color up the middle.
He's going to gain a couple yards there. Looks like he's going to go down around the 36-yard line, somewhere around there.
Yeah, that's the perfect, like that amount. Just keep doing that.
It's 5 at a time.
Yep, chunk away at the defense. And then what you're going to do is you're going to have Xavier Bell out here one-on-one, and we saw what happened earlier.
Looks like it's going to be Barron's second down at the 36-yard line. He's going to take it, and he's going to run up through the middle again. Maybe not as successful this time.
But it is the same thing, okay? So the second time you saw Angola right there pull defenders in, you know, they try to shut down the middle. Coach Robertson runs 2 or 3 plays, up the middle, and then we're going to go wide. We're going to go around the end. We're going to throw deep. Let's see what he does here. He's been doing this all night. Is a track record going to hold?
Looks like we're coming at 3rd and 4 for the Barons.
And there we go.
He's going to take a
Open
little
him
bit more
up,
time,
and
the
he gets
pass is
it.
open, and he's going.
Oh, yeah, that's
He's
Spears.
just going to keep going.
Just chased
Down at about the 21st yard line.
And just a great call by Robinson. He comes out, you know, they run it up the middle twice. They make Angola defend, and then they throw over him and try to pick up some field. You know, that's what you want. You want one-on-one coverage downfield. And when you can get that, then your position players, like we were just talking about, can do their job. Up the middle again, get a few yards.
Yeah, and I can tell you, as you know, those short runs where they only pick up a few yards, they open everything up. They really soften up the defense, and I think that's what the Barons are going to do the rest of the night, and I think we'll be pretty successful on our drives.
Yeah, you know what? Me too, Mr. Baker. Looks like we're starting Barons on the 22nd yard line, and he's going to be down.
So that's going to make 3rd down. So
3rd down for the Barons.
Yeah, I think you are in 4-down territory, so they may run on this one, but I definitely think you're going to see a pass. You know, you got Spears and Bell, so you can put your best guy on one, but the other guy's going to be open.
So about 4th down, right? 4th down, 8 to go.
Should be, I believe it should be 3rd, yeah.
3rd down and 8 to go. That's my bad.
Oh, he was not ready for that snap.
And he's going to grab it, though, but that is going to be a loss of yards. That's going to take him back to the 32, 33-yard line for the Barons.
Yeah, that.
You know, Mr. Baker, that's just not something we want to look at when we're that close to the touchdown line.
No, but that was one where the center, you know, I don't know if he saw a signal from McCormick, but he snapped that ball off. And, you know, I don't know what they're going to say here, because McCormick dove on the ball, but it ended up in Angola's hands. So I don't know if he had clear coverage, but we're going to see what they're going to say.
I think they're going to call him down. I mean, technically he's down. The ball belongs to Barons. You know, Angola could say that it's a turnover, but it's not really.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're looking at 4th down right now for the Barons.
Yeah, and this is a long play. So kind of where we just were right before the half.
Deja vu.
They're really talking about it, though, making sure that they can just recover what they lost.
Yeah, that was just not what you want to see. Just the not a good timing between the quarterback and the center. McCormick was looking away, and the ball got snapped.
And this is a tough call. You know, like if I get a really good punter, I may put it down on the 1-yard line if I can. Try not to let it bounce into the end zone. Punt it high, let my guys get under there, make sure they down it before it gets into the end zone, and push them deep into their own territory to try to force a touchdown.
And he's going to take it wide. He's going to keep running. I don't know how far he's going to make it.
And that's going to be back to...
That's about the 33-yard line. Going to give Angola possession.
You know, let's just hope the defense can get out there and just take it back right away.
Yeah, so I think, you know, a little bit of a mistake. You saw the official make the motion to wind the clock. That clock should have stopped at about 9:10.
Yeah, it's still going.
So, interesting thing. Lost almost a minute here by the time they get the ball snapped.
Yeah, you know, you hate the fact that time is not on our side right now.
He's going to take it around the edge. He's going to take the drive. And it's going to be down about the 46, 47-yard line.
That's just a big league hit there. He didn't try to run away from him at all. He went right at him. He picked up another 4 yards to get the first down. You know, you see a lot of high school players, they're going to ditch out of bounds right there, and they're going to settle for the 8-yard gain. But, boy, man, he put his shoulder down, ran right into the Barron defender, and picked up enough for the first down.
Yeah, so 1st and 10. Angola is still leading 14-6. So, you know, I had came into the game thinking we were going to see a very high-scoring game, but not the case so far.
First down and goal on the 46-yard line. He's going to run through the middle. He's kind of just going to stay there, but
again, the Barron defense
take
flying
him
to
backwards.
Great coverage by the Barons there.
That's going to take him to about the 45-yard line. Second down on Angola.
A swarm of Barons there flying to the ball.
It's going to keep him at the same place. So that's going to be 2nd down and 10 to go for Angola. We are looking at a pretty even playing field right now for offense for Angola and defense for Barons. Let's hope we can keep it there, if not push it back.
Yeah, really need that push up front from the D-line. There's a low snap.
And he's going to take it through the middle, slide it through the middle, and he's going to be there for the first down at about the 42, 43-yard line for Angola.
Yeah, that one faked me out. I didn't see Davidson get that ball.
Yeah, I mean, I lost track of him as well.
Well, not the exact start we wanted to see for the second half, you know, and the pep and the step and the Barons right there, you know, if we would have got a score, boom, boom, you know, it's a completely different attitude. So without a doubt, they know they got to come back up and they defend. You know, the Hornets just went 1st and 10, now they're 1st and 10 again. So this is going to be a good, we need 4 now right here. We need to get a stop. Stop the offensive drive here by the Hornets.
Yeah, and it is a humid night. So, you know, if we remember last year, this game, you know, DeKalb, I think they set the record for cramps that we've seen in a game
it was terrible.
Ever. I mean, they stopped, it was every other play. So, you know, we haven't talked about that until tonight. So hopefully that doesn't bring on a string of cramps and we're here until midnight.
It was a crazy game, though, and it shouldn't have happened. Got away from us last year. Let's see what happens here. 1st and 10 for the Hornets.
They're going to be starting on about the 42-yard line, it looks like.
The Hornets have done a really nice job of mixing it up tonight. You know, they've been on the ground, they've been in the air, they've been around the outside, they've been up the middle. Starting on the left hash right here at their own 42-yard line, at the Barron 42-yard line.
So if the Barron defense can just turn this around right here.
And there's a pitch out to Hasselman, who
keep going. Maybe gain like 1 yard there, not too much though.
You know, that's another one of those plays you run 30 yards, but you gain 1.
Yeah.
You know, they went wide field. The Barons did a really nice job of cutting down some real estate over there, even though there was a lot to protect. And Hassel couldn't find a run to turn in like he likes to do. We saw that earlier on the touchdown, that first down they needed to get. Typically, Hasselman will head that way, and he'll find that spot, and he did not that time.
Yep.
For Angola, it's looking 2nd down, 9 yards to go for that first down.
Yeah, this is, you know, the outside run has always hurt DeKalb. So tonight they've done a very good job, you know, containing that. So that is good to see.
That'll be a whistle.
And that's going to be timeout Angola. So 6:55 to go here.
During this timeout, we're going to take it over to the student section. As you can see them hyped as ever.
Oh, yeah, they're all excited over there. That, you know, just having the smaller bleacher setup makes it look like we have a huge student section over there. So, hopefully they can keep it going because, we're going to have a lot of space to fill in a couple weeks, and definitely want to see all the Barron students coming out. What are we at, about a little over 1,000 at the high school, Mr. Friels?
We are 1,009 was the last count I heard, but, that changes so fluidly. I had 3 new exchange students the other day and a couple of transfers. So kids are always coming and going, but, yeah, right at around 1,000 right now.
Yeah, so we can we're definitely going to have room for all of them, so hopefully we can, get everybody involved, and it'll be nice to see everybody supporting each other. So, yeah, 6:55 to go here in the third quarter. Barron still trailing.
Again, we're going to have
6.
Angola out there for the second down on about the 41-yard line. They still need about 10 yards for that first down, and he's going to get just about there. Oh, flag on the play.
You're going to see a hold, and an Angola lineman is down, looking like he's cramping right now.
Just like you said, hopefully that's not a bad omen for the rest of this game.
Well, we knew it's hot, and if anyone's never been on a turf field, the turf gets very warm. Like, it cooks your feet out there. So they had to have been starting their hydration on Wednesday if they wanted to be good to go for tonight. You want to see lots of pickle juice today, get some Gatorade in, but you needed to be drinking water on Wednesday in preparation for tonight.
It's going to be second and 15 to go for Angola. Looks like they might be starting the play on the 45-yard line, I'd like to say, Mr. Baker.
Yeah.
DeKalb just waiting right there, antsy as ever to get back in the game.
Shout out to Jake Briley watching at home.
Yeah, I got to love what Jake and his wife both do. They spend all summer on the mowing crew, but yet then he does security, and she's our head secretary for the principal. So much happening there that's so powerful.
And they're going to go.
We love that.
He's going to throw it, but it's going nowhere.
Yeah, that's going to be that might not make it to the line, so they may have to throw a flag for the grounding here. Could be a big loss. We'll see what they come out with. But yeah, Jamie does love popcorn, so if you ever get a chance, bring Jamie some popcorn from the night before if you make your way to a sporting event.
Yeah, I think that's one of those things that we have to love popcorn.
Looks like Angola's taking their time getting back out there.
There's the intentional grounding. So intentional grounding is just as good as a sack.
It's going to take them about how many more yards, Baker?
Well, it's going to take them back quite a bit. I believe it's 10. Yeah, 10-yard loss. So 10-yard loss it down.
So that's going to take them to play about the 45-yard line on the other side, if I'm seeing correctly. I could be wrong. It's going to be third down as well. This play's not looking too good for Angola right now.
Yeah, so that's a big turn of events here for the Barons. That's going to help with field position, barring any crazy plays. While we are waiting for this to get figured out, Mr. Friels, Joey Hoppert is kind of following in your footsteps.
I love him. He's over at Eastside right now doing a phenomenal job. We love what he's doing. He is the new theater help technician director over there and teaching theater classes. Also teaching some career development classes, so big shout out to him. Just so to let you guys know, too, I just get permission to hire Joey back onto the BTV crew. give us
Awesome.
that extra person. You know, we've been down an adult supervisor the last couple of years, so Joey's going to come back on as an additional adult supervisor for us, so that'll be exciting.
You know, I get to hang out with Joey. There's a big sack. I get to hang out with Joey a couple times a month at card shows. So
love that.
Yeah, we always have fun.
He keeps telling me he wants me to bring my cards in so he can evaluate them. I just haven't done it yet,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I need to do that sometime.
Yep. So yeah, we spend lots of Saturdays together.
Well, we are thrilled to be bringing you some athletic events here. 5:56 to go here in the third quarter, trying to get the Barons
almost
on
blocked another
the
one.
board.
And it's going to bounce all the way to about the 18-yard line.
All right, so Barons have to come back and put up at least one score. You know, they got to get that score and 2-point conversion or 2 scores. But the Baron defense is doing their job, keeping the Barons close.
Looking about 5 minutes and 34 seconds on the clock. Barons at 6, Hornets at 14.
Almost got it. Almost got too many men on the field there.
He's going to pass it. It's going to be complete. And that's going to be for the first down. Barons at about the 26-yard line, 27 roughly. It says on the board there, great pass. Barons.
Angola's athletic trainer getting his workout in tonight. It's the third time he's had to jog over.
What is that? Is that another cramp on the field?
Oh yeah, so you can typically tell when you see a teammate start holding the foot and pushing it back towards the body. Typically that's a calf cramp, and I can tell you those are
not fun.
Yeah, definitely not fun.
Big shout out to everybody that's watching the game tonight. We want to thank you for tuning in, doing our best to bring you what we can. So thanks so much, though, for tuning in to Baron Athletics.
Looks like everybody's talking everything over, just taking their time, making sure that they know exactly what's going on.
Yeah, if you're, if you're one of the skill players, that was Thomas, one of the key players. So he's going to have to come out for at least a play. We saw number 1 Davidson was struggling with some calf cramps earlier, so
which is not too good for Angola.
Yeah.
So it's when you go to the scoreboard, it picks that camera.
But not gonna lie, not too bad for us.
Yeah, and you can tell the way he's walking. He's got to get that worked out.
That's going to be another pass for the first down. For the actual first down this time, my apologies. It was not a first down on the last one. But this one is exciting to see.
So it's 1st and 10 here for the Barons.
1st and 10, looking on the 35, 36-yard line. He's going to run it back and throw it. No good.
There goes Lucas Lentz, and Lucas Lentz giving the pressure up front for Angola.
In the manual for this, it probably tells us how to mute that camera. If we bring that manual out with
Barron's
us,
back on the 36-yard line.
that was just the camera.
Gonna take it.
That's that one.
And he's going to throw it, and that's going to get him a couple yards, about to the 40-yard line from 36, so that's going to get him about 4 yards, 4 or 5.
Yeah, every short throw that's completed really helps that quarterback's confidence and opens up for a deeper throw.
And they're going to be on the 42-yard line, 3rd down, and about 4 or 5 yards to go.
Well, I hate to move it, but that's a touch screen.
They're just going right back at it again. 42-yard line, Barons. He's going to snap it. And that's going to be a complete pass for the first down.
Now we got to move over
First down about on the 48-yard line for the Barons.
Spears for the first down.
Shout out to Spears. First down, 49-yard line for the Barons. But you know, this is what we need. We just need those slow and steady pushes that'll get us to the other side.
Yep.
I mean, we've still got some decent time here. We're still in the third quarter. You know, the Barons can still change this game around. Looks like we're starting down at the 49-yard line. Sorry, I might have been saying 39. My apologies. And we're going to take it, and we're going to gain about 3-4 yards.
Yep, and that was Brady on the run up the middle.
We're going to be starting at the 53-yard line, second down, and 6 to go. The Barons are just going to keep going straight for it.
Ooh, nice move, Brady Kohler, making a man miss.
That's going to be third down and 3 to go for the Barons. It's going to go again, and they're going to go straight to the middle. This time maybe not as successful.
Ooh, big fourth down coming up. Tough call.
Well, this is a tough one. You've been getting good yardage. Is out of color up the middle. Do you run him up there again? Angola with 4 at the line. 6 guys back in coverage. They're giving Barron just a little bit of room. Will the Barons try to punch through?
Oh, they're going to pass.
Down, he's going to pass. And
they're going deep. That
no
is
good.
over and out
turnover.
of bounds.
You know what would have been nice to see there would be, you know, try to get them to jump off sides again, because they've been jumping off sides pretty often tonight.
We have been able to get them offside some. That has been awesome.
Yeah, but you know, I mean, you say that, but if that play would have been a completion for a touchdown, we'd be like, hey, great call. Yeah, so you know, it's always
correct.
We have the better job up here. We get to say great job or oh, you could have done this. But yeah, 1st and 10 coming up for the Hornets.
1st and 10 for Angola. They're going to be about the 44-yard line there. Hornets taking their time, making sure they know exactly what they're doing as they run out there now. Getting ready for the play.
Yeah, thank you to Caden coming up and delivering some wonderful waters. I don't know, just to me, I guess. That must be special.
That's going to be second down for the Hornets, and it's looking at about, let's say, 5-6 yards to go.
Thank you. I don't do suckers.
You know, maybe even 7.
Pepsi isn't going down.
I don't know what to do with the boys. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, and so we have lost our scoreboard here for a second, but it is 14-6 still. Barons still trailing 14-6.
It's going to be Hornets second down and 8 to go on about the 47-yard line.
Now that we know that that's it, we'll just keep doing that. And then we'll have to find a manual for it or look it up, and we'll have to find out. I mean, it's the same one we have inside, right? I thought when we muted this over here that we muted it all. You know, so it shouldn't be coming through.
All right, we do have a timeout right now. So if anyone, you know, in the background, what you're hearing is Mr. Friel's giving instruction, and you know, still teaching 24/7.
Wyatt, switch to the scoreboard.
As you can see there on the screen, Barons 6, Hornets 14 with 2 minutes and 33 seconds left. Hornets right now, Hornets ball, second down, 7 yards to go.
Okay, so look, I muted the whole thing. So I'm going to send it to Hopper.
No, you know, you see even here in the third quarter, we still got our cheerleaders and student section and just all-around audience just giving it their all to support their teams. And it's always good to see and good to hear, especially as we come here to the night time. You know, it's just a better vibe out here. I don't know about you guys that who are watching at home, but just, you know, nighttime football is just definitely a different feeling.
Yep. And that is Davidson making his way to the sideline for the Hornets, so hopefully he's able to get back in the game as he is one of their leaders on offense and defense.
And Hornets are going to get back on the field, 2nd down and 7 to go. Will they do it? We're running long, and he's going to be taken down back a little bit, I think.
Yeah, Barons continue to stop the outside runs. That's something for,
That's going to be
10 years hurt the Barons.
That's going to be 3rd down and 8 to go. And, you know, since the start of this game, we haven't really talked much about this being the coach's first actual game. And, you know, just good job to him. He's definitely put the Barons to work and definitely giving them good chances to shine out here, especially against a team like Angola. They're going to be playing on the 45, 3rd down. And he's going to pass it, and it's almost intercepted. Flag on the play.
I almost question who that could be on because King was fighting it too. So
looks like the ref is going to come up and make the executive decision about now.
yeah, that's on the Barons. So that's going to be a 1st down for Angola.
1st down for Angola.
And you can hear the fans not
They're not very happy about that.
Not in favor of that call. You know, but another Hornet coming off the field with cramping as Thomas makes his way off to get stretched out. He's over there with Davidson, who recently came off.
That's going to be 1st down on the 40-yard line. Now hopefully the Barons defense can push it back. Hopefully bring back what they were bringing at the start of the game, you know. And that's going to be a complete pass to about the 33-yard line. It's going to gain them about 7 yards. So that's about 2nd down, 3 yards to go for the Hornets.
Well, I'm back, boys. Thanks for continuing to cover there. You guys do better without me. I don't know why I always jump back in, you know.
Well, you
No, we're always happy to have
it's
you
a
here,
team
Friels. Don't you worry.
You know, it's just I guess you can't go without a legacy all the time. That's you, Baker. You're the legacy. You got that?
You know, I was saying the other day, I've been doing this since we were before BTV.
I love that.
Back when we were on the radio.
Exactly. Way back in the whiff days, if you remember those.
Going to be down.
Wayne Paradise, big shout out to him back in the day. Yeah, we've been doing some different technical things tonight, trying to bring you the best broadcast as we can. So we've been working on some things behind the scenes, and a big shout out to Gavin Horde and Wyatt Nepper, our techs. We're continuing to work through things on us also. So, yeah, hopefully our broadcast continues to get better and better as the season goes on and the year goes on. It's been a big change jumping over to YouTube instead of having our own station, the Community Network. So
that's going to be 1st and 10 for Angola. The Hornets on about the 29-yard line.
Not a very good fake by the quarterback right there. Very, very readable, and the Barons take them down. So very, very well done.
Down behind the line.
Yeah, Brady Kohler doing a great job there on defense, coming through and making that tackle.
That's going to be 2nd and 12 for the Hornets now on the 30-yard line. Hornets taking their time back here before getting ready, making sure they know, again, exactly what they want to do to get past this team of Barons.
This is a big drive here for the Barons. That's going to end the 3rd quarter.
This is going to end the 3rd quarter.
Well, here we go. You always like it, Baker. You always say when it comes down to a 4th quarter game, we got a good game.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so here we go. 4th quarter, can the Barons rally up? You know, in spite of everything that has happened tonight, it is still a 14-6 ball game. It still comes down to that mixed extra point at the very beginning. It's still a 1-score game if they go for 2 all those things we were talking about earlier are now coming into play, and we're going to have to see what happens here as we go through the next 12 minutes of play.
Yeah, and it's like you said, that missed extra point. Now we have to go for 2, or we have to score twice.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Like if we could come in here and get a score, we know we can maybe get within field goal range and try to get one. Okay, at least it's busy. But if we could get that 2, it's a win-win. Like we either kick it and we tie, or we miss it and we still got to go for 3. Mm-hmm. Either way, we've got another scoring opportunity to do. So it's a mute point if the Barons can just get into the end zone. All right, we can penetrate the red zone and punch that ball across the goal line. They got a chance to take this game home.
Yeah, and I don't think I can take another overtime game this year like the Garrett game last year.
Oh, my goodness.
Let's hope they can win it and come back and win it in regulation.
I had to go back into the ball game, into the building to reset the stream.
Yeah.
So we only had the TV station running until 9, and then we switched to 9:30. I thought that'd be enough. Then I went back in to switch it again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Instant Classic unfortunately came up a little short in that one. Oh, nice job in the backfield, and there's
down the line.
Some sort of flag. I think we're going to see a sideline warning on the
tackle around the 38-yard line on the second down, so we're going into the third down here. We're bearing down on the field.
I'll tell you what, boys, before I say it and before we miss it, look up, man. Look at Gavin has got a great shot on camera right now. Look at that sunset over the new bleachers. Bring me that back in, Wyatt, while we're waiting here. Look at that sunset over the new bleachers. Is that not beautiful tonight as we're looking out at there? You got to love Barron Athletics and what this place is. Big shout out to our school board, our superintendent, Steve Teeters. The Board of Education has done a phenomenal job moving forward with this project to give our kids the greatest opportunity as possible. And this place is going to rock when everything is done around here. We are thrilled that things are moving forward. And a big shout out to the facilities committee. They do a great job of taking a look at our facilities and trying to keep improving them. And as I listen to talk at the facilities committee about what the possibilities are in the future, I'm just so excited for the kids of DeKalb Central in the future. So, yeah, kudos to our Board of Education and the administration and everybody that works so hard, from the facilities committees right down to our maintenance team that just does so much to coordinate everything. It takes everybody. And, I just, Principal Marcus Wagner and his direction and keeping all the balls in the air and making sure everything is going smooth. Our facilities director, Matt Vince, who does a phenomenal job of getting out there, making sure things are good. So, yeah, beautiful sight there tonight as the sun sets over the future home stands of the DeKalb Barons.
Now with 11 minutes and 54 seconds on the clock, we got both teams back on the field with Angola starting at about the 36-yard line, third down. He's going to take it.
He's going
to
deep.
pass it.
It's an interception!
It's an interception for the Barons.
That is exactly what the Barons needed
That's
at exactly the right time.
We wanted to see them turn it around and take it back for us.
Yep, that was the big play needed. So
I'll tell you what, if you're a Baron fan, I don't care if you're in the stands or you're at home, that's where you get off the couch, Caden Hinkle, and you say, go Barons, if you're listening, all right?
Now I'm just picturing in my head Caden Hinkle jumping off his couch and screaming, go Barons.
He would
do it.
Big shout out to some other people listening tonight. We already shout out Joey Faith Quaintance giving us a great big shout out, That's what you want to see. That interception right there sets up the possibilities now of what could happen.
Yeah, and while they're changing, so Jamie Briley would like to thank us for the shout out. She said she loves DeKalb, loves the staff, loves the students, and totally loves the popcorn, fresh or stale.
Well, big shout out to Mrs. Marley. She's been here a long time. I really appreciate all her efforts over the years to make these Baron students what they are today.
On the 30-yard line, he's going to get pushed out after getting a couple yards.
But again, when we saw what we wanted, we saw a couple more gains there. That's a nice carry for gain. And if we can continue to move the ball down the field right there and just get field position and get striking distance to the red zone, the Barons got an opportunity to keep themselves in this game.
Yeah, that's going to be second down, about 4 yards to go for the Barons for the first down. They're going to start again on the 30-yard line. And, he's just going to push through it for the First down, Barons.
Great. Collier's down, and look at that. Great sportsmanship there. Angola trainers quick to get over there and check on Brady.
Here we are at the cramping thing. We talked about it a little bit ago, Baker. Last year it was crazy. When you were a kid playing for your dad, okay, and I was coaching against him, all right?
Yeah.
But, I could count on one hand how many cramps we'd have in a big game. Or even back when we were playing for a state champion. And it seems like today, I'm not just talking about the Barons, but we have so much more cramping going on. And part of it is it's training. Everybody's training at such a high level. That's huge. But it's also nutrition today. And, we spend so much time on nutrition. But, cramping comes down to it's either one of two things. It's either preparation, muscle preparation, or it's diet, one of the two.
Yep.
And for some reason, it seems like not just us, but so many teams. I see it in the NFL. I see it in college games now. That the cramping is at a level that I don't remember it 30 years ago, 35 years ago.
Yeah.
But I guess maybe I'm just dating myself, Baker.
Well, and it is part of it is the field being warmer takes that out of you being on the turf, but you still see it in grass too. And like you said, it is nutrition.
But you make a really good point there. Back when we were playing the Mud Bowl out here, you know what I'm saying? There was moisture all over the field, and we were watering it every day. The field was damp. Mr. McKean would water this field all the time. Big shout out to Dick McKean, one of the greatest athletic directors of all time.
Run it wide for not the first down, but is going to gain a couple yards.
But that's a good point. So many more games on turf today, and maybe that does lend itself to some of the cramping that we see happening.
Yeah, if you ever coach out there, if you just go out there during the day when the sun's beating on it, your feet get very, very warm. And it goes up to from your calves to your knees as well. So if you're ever cold, go stand on a turf field. It'll warm you up.
That's second down for the Barons.
That's going to move us back 5.
Illegal man in motion. They're going to cost us 5, like you guys said. Now with the Barons scripted there again, man, you work so hard to get it, then you lose it. Now it's going to be 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 with about 10 minutes, 40 seconds on the clock.
That reminds me of my football days when we used to have to run for every false start penalty that we had. So, not good memories there.
Friends are going to take it past it.
Wow.
Almost an interception.
Yeah, that would have been a phenomenal catch if he was able to bring that in, but great defense there.
Right there, the route is just, a receiver went one way and the ball went the other way, and the route didn't match their throw. So, is what it is. Barons going to have to regroup here.
Regroup for the 3rd down and about 9 to go for the Barons. They're starting about the 40-yard line. Nope, 35-yard line, sorry. Looking at that big 40 right in front of my face. And he's going to take it, and he's almost going to get it, but he's going to get caught right before.
Oh, no.
For the 4th down.
McCormick is down.
Got caught from behind right there. Didn't know it, and unexpectedly. So
let's
is
hope
it just
that's
a cramp? Let's hope so.
Yeah, we don't want to. That's what it looks like from here.
Yeah, from here it's looking like just a cramp, but that's just what we got to hope for at this point.
Do or die situation here. Big shout out to some of our sponsors. I want to thank Healthy Markets and Health Markets, Mr. Kevin McIntyre. I want to thank Nike for being a proud sponsor of Baron Athletics. Big shout out to some of our other big sponsors out there: Ben Davis Chevrolet, OPS, another big store, Auburn Essential Services, Tasty Pizza, and so many more people out there doing a great. Did I say pizza?
Yeah, you did.
It's
Mr.
okay.
Frizz.
I know.
That's okay. I
when
think everybody
when
at home got
every
what you
head
meant.
turns in the booth and looks at me, I know I said something wrong. Okay, there you go. Tasty Pizza. There we go. So maybe they like it. Okay, maybe we'll just do a new commercial for
there
them.
we
all
go.
right?
Tasty Pizza.
They do have phenomenal salads and calzones too, not just pizza. So.
Well, there you big shout out. Some of our tech kids work up there, and they do a nice job of supporting our Barons too, giving them work opportunities so they can balance their work careers and make money along with doing athletics and other events here at the high school. So big shout out to them for being willing to balance work schedules and provide opportunities for all our kids.
Coming back to the Barons, we're at 4th down, 7 yards to go. He's going to kick it, and it is going to be caught at the 30-yard line. by the Hornets.
Well, all I can say here is Coach Robertson definitely has confidence in the defense to get the ball back. Fourth down and long there, deep in Angola territory, you don't want to give Angola a chance to get another score on the board. So you're going to send your defense on here, and we got to push them into 4 and out and get the ball back here. And no doubt I think we can get that done.
Yeah, this is, we're running out of time. We keep saying this is a big drive, but we're down to 9:51 in the game.
Right.
And, we got to get this going. So, Coach Robinson's over there. He's saying, let's get some of these plays that have worked. Let's keep doing them, and let's hope for a big stop on defense.
He's going to be taken down about the 34-yard line by the Barons.
It looks like they did just finish getting Eli McCormick stretched out over there, so he looks like he should be good to go to come back in. Now, if we do have to go to the backup quarterback for a play or two, we did see in the scrimmage, Xavier Weiss had a 65-yard touchdown pass in the scrimmage. So that is our number 2. So we'll see what happens when we get the ball back and go to offense, but I think we're in good hands either way.
Angola going down here at the 35-yard line, second down, 5 yards to go. He's going to push through it, and it looks like he's going to make it for the first down.
Yep, that's going to be a first down, Angola.
First down for the Hornets. Looks like they're going to start about the 40-yard line this time. Nope, 41-yard line. Angola going back, taking their time, making sure they all got their play set.
So first and 10 for Angola. The clock is ticking away. So the Barons, they got to be, this next drive, really has to be productive for the Barons.
Angola's going to get ready, and they're going to hit it off, and he's going to go wide and just run through the middle, gaining them a couple yards, not too many.
The big thing here, Baker, and you and I have seen this a lot. Angola's going to keep it on the ground. The clock's running. Right now the clock is the Barons' worst enemy right now. And Angola doesn't need to score here. They need to march it down the field in as long a time as they can. And if they punch one in, that's gravy, right?
Yeah.
But they need to kill the clock, and they're doing a great job of it right now. The Barons only have so many timeouts. If they can continue to punch it and get minimal yard, they don't want to go down there in 2 minutes.
Right.
They want to go down there in 7.
Yeah, because like we've seen, the Barons can score quick. We've seen big plays happen. All right, there's gonna be a hold, so that's gonna
bring them back.
A big run.
Yeah, that's gonna bring them back, and that's gonna turn this into what, 1st and 18 maybe, or 2nd and 18. That's gonna be a big break for the Barons if it's what we think it is. Well, I guess it'll be 5 yards, won't it? It'll make me about 2nd and 13 maybe. I'd have to double check with the officiating crews.
Yeah, it is the 10 yards. So if it's behind the line of scrimmage, it's 10 yards from the line. If it's beyond the line of scrimmage, it's 10 yards from the spot of the penalty.
Yeah, so here we go. It looks like they are going. It's going to be they're going to mark this from behind the line of scrimmage then.
Yeah, so that's going to be a little bit.
It's going to be 2nd and 18 almost, or is that closer to 16, Tuck? What's your scoreboard say?
My scoreboard says right now about 18 yards.
All right. Great break for the Barons right here. We were hoping for a 4 and out.
Second down, Angola.
Oh, it's low pitch. He picks it up, but the Barons have got time to make a sack here, and they do. They're pushing it down.
And they're going to stop him from getting back.
That's all right. It is 3rd down and long, and I mean long, okay?
That's going to be 3rd down and about, let's see here, 16 yards to go still.
Yeah, so
not looking good for Angola right now.
Obvious passing situation here. If I'm calling the defense here, I'm saying find that number 14 and number 7 and do not let them out of your sight.
Well, there's no doubt. Like right now, this is just one of those plays where we can give them short yardage, but nothing big.
Angola starting
back to pass. Cover, and there's pressure. There's pressure.
Back.
They're going to throw it away.
He's going to catch it.
He gets free.
He's just going to keep going.
Oh, then there's a flag, so this is going to get called back.
On the play.
I would
Somebody
assume this is getting called back.
They did not get the first down for sure. Now the flag is in the backfield, so we would tend to think that it's going to be a Hornet penalty, but let's see what they're going to call here.
Yeah, it could be a clipping, but I think
Somebody down on the
yeah,
field.
we got
Another cramp, it looks like.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is going to be a big swing in the game right here. The Hornets, if this is a penalty on them, could drive them back and possibly put the Barons in great field position. And the Hornets are regrouping behind their original line.
yeah.
A blindside block. There you go.
Yeah, so that's going to move them back quite a bit.
Yeah, the blindside block in the backfield. The official catches it, going to push them back. Obviously, great break for the Barons here right there. They had a chance for a nice sack. They get free. Could have been a 4th down and 1 right there. Either way, the Barons would have had worse field position.
Looks like it's going to go back to 3rd down and a lot for the Hornets.
That's a lot. Okay, Tuck, those are 5-yard markers. Can you count them? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28.
31.
What's your 31, Tucker? Counts it out.
That's what we like to call third and forever.
Third and forever, baby.
Like
Here
that.
we go. I like that, Baker. The third and forever moment.
Yep. Now watch number 7.
This is the
Here,
game
Barons getting
changer.
ready down
Here we
here.
go.
We got the computers and cameras shaking to the Barons.
There we go. It's a pitch.
He's
Yeah, he
gonna
drops
drop
it.
And he's going to take him down even farther back.
Baker, that could have been a catch and a fumble.
Yep. Yeah, so what they were looking for there is the way Hasselman was coming up with the ball, trying to turn the ball in his hands. He was looking to do a pass.
It looked like it.
Because he had Thomas, number 7, wide open down here, and that would have been a big play. But luckily, he got a little antsy and dropped the ball.
Exactly, man. And the Barons, man, they're pushing them back there, punting from their own end zone. And the Barons are going to get field position. We're going to run it back. No, he calls for a fair catch.
Well,
that'll be at the 50.
We did not get our player off the field, so we had too many on the field for that play.
Oh.
So we'll see.
Where did you see the flag go?
Right down here. That's official at the 15.
I did not see it.
Yep, our guy was sprinting off the field but didn't make it. So I don't know if Angola's going to want to repunt or if they're going to see if they can get 5 yards back from where it was fair call.
You're not going to – a 50-yard punt out of your own end zone, you're not going to ask for much better than that.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna say, let's tack that on.
Yeah, I think that's definitely going to happen. It's really going to surprise me if Angola goes the other direction. However, going the other direction and a possible turnover, yada, yada, you never know. Does give you a second opportunity.
Looking at 5 minutes and 47 seconds on the clock here with the Barons getting situated as well as the Hornets.
I'll tell you what, our student section out in force tonight. Love them over there. They're doing a great job. I'm sorry they're so far away, but not a lot they could do. I'll tell you what, I was talking to Principal Marcus Wagner, and they have just worked so hard, him and our athletic director, Mr. Riker, to make sure everybody had a good chance to watch the game tonight. The visitors, the home team, all of our long-term fans, our student athletes, along with our student section. So I feel bad they're over there by themselves, but they're doing a great job tonight supporting Baron Athletics.
So they're going to repunt.
Not what I expected. Not what I expected. Well, no, they're not. They are marking the ball off, and the ball's going down, and it's going to be 4th down.
Okay.
4th down about the 28-yard line for the Hornets.
I don't understand the penalty there.
I wonder if it was a 10-yard penalty? Well, and they almost hit the punter, but I guess all in all, it works out for Angola here.
Yeah, they gained 20 yards.
Yeah, so, good. I guess that was a good call for Angola. Still not a bad field position.
So was it a 10-yard penalty and the
like.
repunt from the line of scrimmage?
Yeah, because what it is you get to replay the down. So
they called for the down replay, and they assessed the penalty, then they kick from the new line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah,
Well, there you have it. You learn something every day. The rules change so fast. I'm glad you're on top of it, and obviously coaching also helps you stay on top of it. So really appreciate that.
Well, see, in Unified, almost every defensive penalty is an automatic first down. So let's just be glad we didn't have that.
Yeah, it's beautiful. All right, 5:47 to go here in the 4th period. The Barons 6.
Starting on 30-yard line, 1st down. And what's going on here?
Well, it is 1st and a little bit of nothing there, about 2 yards on the play. 5:36 to go, and the clock is running.
Second down, about the 32nd yard line, and we're still looking at about 8 yards to go for the first. Hopefully Barons can bring it.
Yeah, you look out to the outsides. The receivers are in single coverage, so it's a matter of time before we go out to them.
Well, you said it earlier. If we can catch Bell, this is a touchdown. We just got to make sure we find the right opportunities. Good run up the middle again. Pick up another 5 or 6 yards. That's pushing the ball down there. Going to be 3rd and about 3, maybe.
3rd and 3. Looks like we're starting about the 35 yard. 3rd and 4.
We're calling it 3rd and 4. Here we go.
36 yard line.
Big play right here.
And we are under 5 minutes now. Still down 14-6.
Barons have to capitalize on this drive. Angola's gotten too many first downs tonight. It would be very easy for them to bleed the clock out. Up the middle, but he is going to get caught at the line of scrimmage and pick up nothing more than a couple of inches. Way too long of pause right there. Angola read the call right from the get-go, right from the handoff. Collapsed in and no place for the Barons to go.
That's going to be about 4th down and 4, still on about the 36-yard line.
4th and 4 on the most important drive of the night right here. The Barons are down with their backs against the wall, need a first down right here.
Oh, and they almost got it with the jump.
Almost get him, but they didn't quite get him. They're looking for it. Going to call him again.
He's going to throw it.
And it is incomplete.
Not good.
Again, blitz was on. They rushed. McCormick rushed the pass a little bit low. Didn't find his receiver's numbers, and boom. Angola's going to take over on the 35. Well, here you go. This is what football's made of right here.
Yep.
This is where your defense got to pull their boots up, man. They got to tie their shoes tight, and they got to get in there and they got to get something done.
Yeah, this is where if you're the defense, you're like, all right, well, we're going to do our best to give you guys one more shot. But
Got to. This is what we used to call the 212 moment. It's the 211 degrees does not make water boil. But if you give one extra degree, water boils and turns into steam and can wreck the world. You're going to need one extra degree from the Barons here. They got to get him to go 4 and out. Here we go. He's got a little bit of room, but they're going to knock him down for a gain of about 3.
3 yards for Angola.
Might be 4, Tuck. I don't know. I was hoping for 3, but I don't know. Maybe a little farther.
And the Barons starting to use the timeout, so stopping the clock.
Have to.
Yeah.
On about 3 minutes and 35 seconds.
Yeah, because you got to give your offense plenty of time. Like, we've been a slow drive offense tonight, minus the one big play to Bell. But you got to, give them as much time as you can and, come up with whatever you can to get a stop.
All right. With 3:35 to go here in the 4th period. Hornets 14, Barons 6. Barons trying to make a stop. It's going to be 2nd and 6 for the Hornets. Big shout out again to all of our sponsors, Auburn Essential Services, for being a tremendous supporter of BTV. Susan Gyra and her crew doing a fantastic job. Mayor Dave Clark for supporting us through Community Council. Big shout out to the DeKalb High School administration and all they do for our student body to provide opportunities. And, of course, the DeKalb Central Board of Education and the administration staff that works tirelessly, and I mean tirelessly, to provide opportunities for the kids of DeKalb Central. And I mean opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. So thank you to all those people that make it possible, and also to our sponsors like Carve, like OPS, like Ben Davis, those people that supported us, the IHSAA providing opportunities for our athletics.
Looks like we're going to get up there at the line again with the Hornets, and we're going to start.
A chance for a sack, and they do. It is behind the line of a scrimmage for a sack of about 7.
Yep.
It is what we needed, Baker, right here.
Big loss. This is a tough call if you're Angola. Do you run the ball or are you going to try to pass for a first down?
Without a doubt, you don't want the clock to stop. You got to keep rolling. Almost here, time is more important than points. Mm-hmm. And we talk about that a lot, how the clock is, and Angola's done a nice job. But, you try to throw the ball and pick it up, and it's incomplete. You run 5 seconds off.
Yeah.
You run a play, you run 15 off. So, it's
going
to
to make them use their last timeout and all the –
Yep.
All those little games within the game that you got to figure out.
Now, we will say, let's go back earlier in the game. The Barons ran a great no-huddle offense there back to the first quarter. They put the pressure on quick. Angola had to recoup on defense. If the Barons come out with a no-huddle offense here and they go quickly, they can get enough plays off and they can break somebody loose to get this next drive done and put this game in striking distance.
Here we go. Barron's running back onto the field as well as the Hornets.
And I know, Baker, you're talking about that overtime last year at Garrett, but that's what we're looking at here.
I know.
I mean, we're looking at the Barons need to get down and tie the game. There's nothing about winning right now.
Yep.
We have to tie the game.
Yep. So maybe a late night, everyone. Let's,
here we go.
Settle in.
And as you can see again,
3rd and 12. They're back.
The audience shaking.
He's
so
got
much,
it. He's
cameras are
running.
shaking.
There's a hole. Can they stop him? Did he get the first down? I don't think so.
I don't think he got the first, but they kept him in bounds.
It's going to be about 4th and maybe 5, you think? Where are they going to mark this, Tuck? It's going to be 4th.
Looking about 4th and
maybe 5.
5 or 6.
Yeah. So this is tough. As if I'm coaching, if I'm calling the play on offense, I'm going for it because.
Yeah, me too. Because you're running time off the clock.
And if you pick it up, you almost seal the game.
I don't disagree.
But
Mark Murdoch in the house. Always good to see him. Big shout out to Mark for covering Barron Athletics all these years. Done a fantastic job for us.
Looks like Angola is going to take their time before they get back in there. Just kind of running the clock right now.
Oh yeah, you don't. If you're Angola, you're not leaving any seconds out there.
Yeah, you're not too worried about getting back in there.
It is crazy.
And there's a timeout.
Hey, Mark. Come here. So, what are they going to do here? It's going to be crazy when we see what happens. What's going to happen with Barron Athletics here tonight. This is a great opportunity for the Barons tonight to try to get on to. Hey, we got a great opportunity to talk to a special guest in the booth tonight, Mark Murdoch. We love it when Mark's around. Mark, how are you tonight?
Oh, doing okay.
Hey, Mark.
I hope the Barons can pull one out here.
Man, we are thrilled that you've been covering Barron Athletics. Mark, tell me how long you've been covering Barron Athletics for us now.
1986. So
86, man.
Close to 40 years.
I came in 1984, and you were hard at work shortly after I was here, and I remember all your great coverage for what we did back then. I can't thank you enough for all you did for Barron Athletics over the year. What do you think of this game so far tonight, Mark?
It's a tough one. The Barons keep shooting themselves in the foot, it seems like.
We've just had those opportunities where we're so close, and then something just happens real quickly. So, we're going to hope for the best, Mark, and we're going to hope the Barons can pull this one out so you've got a good headline.
I hope so.
All right, that's what we're after. Well, hey, big shout out to Mark Murdoch and the Star for covering the Barons like they have for all of these years, and we appreciate their support of Barron Athletics. Mark, thanks for joining us for a little bit tonight. Really appreciate it. All right, here we go. Hornets are back to pass, and they throw, and it's no good. All right, they ran 30 seconds off the clock. Clock stops to change the chains.
Yep.
The Barons are going to come out. A no-huddle offense, 2:30 to go here.
Yeah, 2:31. I think maybe one timeout, if I'm right.
Well, and the key is, do you save that timeout? I'm not going to use it unless I have to.
Well, you tell your team here you are on the ball every play.
Got you.
Because you do not want to use that timeout on this half of the 1 minute mark.
Right. And like we said, we're playing for a tie right now.
Yeah.
We've got to get down there. We got to get into the end zone. We got to penetrate that line, and we got to make sure we get 2. So here we go. Barron's back. Angola got 4 guys back to protect the pass. Quarterback has the ball. He rolls out. There's the pass, and it is no good. It's going to be incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that was almost a good catch there by Bell. Now, I'm not going to be shocked if we see Bell just run what we call a go route, where you just say go to the end zone and try to hit him in stride.
Well, and we've seen it where we haven't been afraid to put our fullback into the quarterback position. Give him the ball, let him run. Now, whether Coach Davis has got that in there or not, we'll see. Here we go. Barons are back. There's the pitch. McCormick rolls out left. There's the pass. It's a little underneath, but he does catch it. No room to run.
Yep.
Going to be 2nd down and about 2.
And the clock keeps moving, so.
No huddle offense. Barons already at the scrimmage line. Here we go. 3rd and 4, they're calling it officially. 3rd down. Big play right here. McCormick back.
41-yard line.
There's the pass. He rolls out right. He looks for his receiver. Oh, he fumbles it. It is a fumble. He's looking. He's looking as Angola picked it up. Whose ball is it going to be? It is Angola ball.
Not looking too good for the Barons.
It is Angola ball, not what the Barons wanted to see at that moment right there.
Yeah, not man, that.
Tough break. The Hornets came
tough.
in hard. They came in fast. McCormick was under pressure, reached his arm, went to load, and at just that same moment, the defender was right there, got it, tipped, and boom, free ball, and it's a fumble.
And on a humid night like tonight, it's that ball's, your hands are sweaty, so when you go to throw, you got that little slip in there, and
well,
man,
the crowd knows what we know. You can see the stand starting to walk down, the fans walking down the stadium benches here. We've got one timeout, and right now it's a clock game. It's almost impossible for the Barons to get possession here with one timeout. You've got a 45, a 45. There's a minute 30 right there, and you're looking at a minute 49. It's just going to be hard with one timeout to even get our hands back on the football.
Down on the field as well.
Kudos to these Barons tonight, though, man. They have come out hard. They have come out playing hard for this new coaching staff, doing a great job. Kudos to the Hornets. They've done a nice job of shutting down some of our people. So you knew some of that was going to happen. Like, if you're going to come up against a Xavier Bell, all right, who do you want to be coaching the defense against him? Well, the guy that's been coaching him his entire career, right? So, and you hate to say it, but that was a great, advantage for the Hornets tonight.
Yeah.
Coach Wilcox, who's on the Hornets staff now, knows every move Bell has. They know where he goes, and they've done a nice job of controlling him tonight. So, kudos to the Hornets for coming into this game tonight prepared. Great job for the Barons of coming out strong, getting a score. This has been a scoreless game for most of it. The first quarter we saw some action, and the Barons had a chance to go in there at the halftime and tie this game, and we haven't had any action in either end zone. So great defense by the Barons, great defense by the Hornets, some things that were really, really well done. Now, no rest for the Barons, as we said earlier in the broadcast, coming against arch rival Garrett next week, okay? At Garrett, we might add, all right? And as much as Baker hates the train whistle, we don't want to hear it, right?
Man, yeah. Hey, you know what? If our defense can play as well as this defense played tonight, we won't hear it very
Let's
often.
Let's hope that train whistle's stuck in the off position next week.
Now, Garrett is a very good team, so I'm not saying we're going to shut him out. But
it'll be a great football game.
It'll
be packed. It'll be a great football game. And then, of course, coming up against arch rivals East Noble the week after that. So the next 2 weeks.
We do have New Haven in between.
New Haven in between.
Yeah,
there,
New
man.
Haven is.
Thank you.
New Haven away. That's in between.
All right, so we do have a game in between there. So we're not home again until homecoming. Yeah. So
3 weeks.
Got a little time in there for construction to get finished. Okay.
Well, and then the day after East Noble is the band invitational, so busy weekend.
That is right. That is going to be a crazy, crazy night. And then fair right after that. There we go.
Yes,
Barons are going to take him down before he really gets anywhere.
My favorite week of the year, fair week.
Well, a minute 36 to go. Thanks for continuing to call the game here. It is 3rd and 10, all right? So we got a minute 30 to go right now, and on the clock is 26 seconds. So I'm figuring the time here, Baker. The Barons could get one last-ditch effort.
Yeah, it's going to be.
The Barons could get a last-ditch effort here with about. Well, they're going to take the delay of game call here. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Big sack right here would be great.
3rd down on Angola with about 13 yards to the first.
Okay, that's what we needed.
That's right. Yep, depending on the play length. The Barons are going to get the ball back here with about 15 seconds left or so. So,
you're going to get a pull. You're going to get one or two plays. If it's inbounds, the game's over.
There's a little bit of life here.
Man.
Maybe it'll be something special for the fans that decided to stay, and they're still in the stands, about half of them.
Hey, we've seen crazier things.
We have. Right now, we're counting it down. You can see it on the game clock, 6 seconds and 23. So the Barons are going to end up with about 16 seconds here, 18 seconds. There you got it on the game clock. It's going to be forfeit of 4th down right here. Angola calls the timeout, I guess, right before.
Yeah. Now, I mean, if you're Angola, what do you think? If you think your
I know,
quarterback can run around enough back here,
I know it.
But you risk giving DeKalb good field position.
Correct.
So, I would say just run it up do the sweep to the outside. You've been doing all night. See, hopefully maybe it works. But definitely don't want to give DeKalb any chance to get closer to their end zone.
I think they're going to run the ball, like you said here, but maybe the Barons are going to get less than that.
I mean, it is 4th down, so you could go to the air.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, I was forgetting about them calling a timeout there.
Yeah.
So they called timeout. They're going to get a play in, and boom, then the Barons are going to get it back. So it's going to be less than the 18 we talked about.
Looks like Barons are ready out there on the field. Looks like they're going to be picking up the ball at about the 24-yard line. 4th down and 15 to go for Angola.
Looks like they're going to.
18 seconds left on the clock.
They might keep it on the ground here.
Are they going deep to the end zone? No, they aren't.
Oh, yeah, they're going to do that reverse that they've been pretty successful with. But
it is
Barons
on the ground. 13 seconds to go. Tucker, your prediction?
My prediction, well, from what I'm going, I hate to say it, but it looks like this is going to be Angola's game with 13 seconds left on the clock.
Wyatt, what's your prediction?
I'm really hoping for a miracle right here. These Barons can do it. They've been working hard all summer, and into this school season, this new coaching staff will get a huge revival with this great, with one last effort. I think they can do it. They're going to do a great job here.
All right, well, here we go. You're right, Wyatt. We're coming down
Barons on the field
line right here. Barons are out.
Man,
this is it right here. It's what you want, man.
I'm just throwing it deep to Bell.
There's McCormick.
Oh, they're going to do the pitch drill.
There is the pitch. He's out around the outside edge, but Hornets are doing a nice job covering it. It's crossed, but did that go? Pick it up, boys. Pick it up.
You got to get out there and get on it. There's Schmidt scoops it up, but he's going to get.
And it looks like it's going to be
And that's going to be the game.
That is going to be the game tonight.
With Angola 14, Barons 6 with 0 on the clock.
Well, again, we come down to, this was not a bad game tonight. Both of these teams played really hard, some really good defense. The Barons have got a lot to be proud of. They did a lot of things right tonight. They had a couple of breaks that did not go their way at crucial times. Tucker, give me your final assessments on tonight's game.
My final assessment, it's been an amazing night. It really shows the coach's work in readying these boys for the football season. They have been playing hard. That is no lie. But, Angola just also brought the heat, and, it just ended up the way that it did. But no shame to the DeKalb Barons, because they definitely put in as much work as they can, and especially with the coach's help and just everybody out here supporting them, including the people at home. Thanks for tuning in and supporting the Barons, because they do know that you are there, and they do keep you at the back of their mind.
Yep. Coach Baker, your assessment?
It was a great defensive game for both sides of the ball. I think the Barons, they have a couple of things to work out on offense, and then I think this becomes a really, really scary team. It's the first game of the year, the first game under the new coach. It's a new system for everyone, but not the game we wanted, but maybe this will turn into the game we needed down the road.
And that's all we can hope for. Well, for all of us here at BTV, we want to thank everybody for tuning in, making it possible for our student broadcasters. We're going to continue to bring you Baron Athletics. Make sure you check out our YouTube channel. We're going to continue to do everything we can to bring you as many home activities as we can. Thanks for tuning in. We love your feedback, too. Continue to tell us what we're doing well, things that you might need. So from all of us here, one last thank you again to Marcus Wagner and the administration, and also to Superintendent Teeters and the Board of Education and the administrative staff, again, for providing the opportunities for our Baron Athletics and even kids to come and play. And as you can see on the camera tonight, just lots of improvements going on in our facilities. So we want to make sure that those facility upgrades are continuing to get done, and we're hoping that you see a lot of things different when it comes to homecoming. The concession stand hopefully will be done. Hopefully the bleachers will have the home team in them, and hopefully you're going to continue to be really, really proud of what we're building together as a community. Well, I'll tell you what, from all of us here at BTV, we are thrilled that you joined us tonight, and we would like to say thanks again for tuning in to tonight's game. Shout out to our Big Red sponsors and Carve and all those people that continue to support. And thanks for joining us tonight for Baron Football. From all of us here at BTV, Till next time.